Good evening, everybody. Welcome to First Responder Broadcasting's presentation of Georgetown Eagle football live here on the SHN Network. I'm Wally Harmon alongside Kelly DeVoll, Holden, Tuma, Doppler, Dave, England, Holden, Tuma, Doppler, Dave, England, and our producer, of course, my wife, Jerry Ann Harmon. We're all back together for another presentation. The Georgetown Eagles on the road tonight in College Station to take on the College Station Cougars. The Cougar Stadium welcomes us right now. We're about 27 minutes away from the kickoff. The Georgetown Eagles going through some pregame warm-ups. The College Station Cougars huddling up. It looks like they're about to leave the field for their pregame visit back in the locker room. But a battle of, I don't want to say hyper-color, but the solid color affair. The Eagles in all white tonight. The Cougars in all black. Kelly, this battle is a good one. You have a 6-1 Cougar team that's 4-0 in district. You have a 5-2 Eagle team that's 4-0 in district. The battle of the unbeatens here tonight in College Station.
By far the biggest game in the district tonight. There are other games that are going to involve teams that will affect the playoffs. But for tonight, this is for the district lead. And College Station has been on an absolute roll. Phenomenal ball club. And tonight it's going to take Georgetown's best game to have a chance to beat this College Station Cougar team here at home.
The winner of this ball game is guaranteed a playoff spot with 2 weeks remaining. They cannot be eliminated from the playoffs winning tonight and going 5-0. The loser needs help. They need Eastview and the Patriots and the Grizzlies to lose tonight. And whoever loses this game, if those two teams were to lose, they're guaranteed a playoff spot. So a lot rides tonight. It's a big week. And Holden, we talk about these teams undefeated. We talk about teams needing to lose. But these two teams are on a collision path. A&M Consolidated is the only tough opponent at the top that Georgetown has faced. College Station hasn't faced them. They have faced everyone down below, including Cedar Park. They have a tough road to hoe. Talk about that. College Station plays Georgetown tonight, and then next week across town to take on the A&M Consolidated Tigers.
Yeah, and I know last year it came down to some tiebreakers. We won some games, lost some games, and then kind of everyone beat each other. It's kind of a little cannibalism in the district. But, of course, if you just win, you win out. You control your own destiny. You win here, you make the playoffs, you're guaranteed a spot. That is absolutely huge. I'm sure coaches have emphasized that. That's the important thing. A game this big, playoff spots on the line, you've got to come out and make sure your team executes. There can't be any pre-snap penalties that get in your own way.
An opportunity here for Georgetown to wreak havoc in this district standings. A win tonight over College Station, and then you send College Station over to A&M next week. If they lose, all of a sudden they go from the top of the district down to battling for third place in district. And so the Eagles control their own destiny as you look at it. If they win, they just take care of business. Yep. They have the Grizzlies left out of Glenn, and then they have the Cedar Park Timberwolves. And so Georgetown really could do itself a favor with a big win here on the road. How big would that be, Kelly, if this team comes into College Station and steals 2 wins on the district here, if they could get one tonight and they've already beat Consolidated?
It would be enormous. I don't remember the last time Georgetown won an outright district championship, and the winner of tonight's game definitely has the leg up for the outright district championship. If Eastview and Glenn lose tonight, then all the other 4 teams are battling for position for the playoffs. And with the district that we will be paired up for in the playoffs, getting higher up that level is better. The 1 will take on the 4, 2 will take on the 3, et cetera, et cetera. So the higher Georgetown can get, the higher College Station can get, the more apt they will be to have a little more extended playoff run. This game is so important tonight. There'll be a lot of eyeballs on this game.
Coach Griffin talked about that this week at the Coaches Show. Kelly, you were able to talk to him about just the importance of getting better every play, you doing your job every play, every down, every time the ball is out there, and then let the game worry about itself. And the players talked about that when we talked to Cody Hollubeck, when we talked to I went blank all of a sudden on the defensive side of the ball. Man, I went totally blank.
Me too, because I can't remember who it was. He sat right next to me.
I went totally blank. But when we talked to the players, they had talked about, hey, that week was over from last week against Eastview. By Friday night, it's past. It's time to focus on to the next game. How do I get better in every rep? And that was something that they talk about and what this coaching staff approached and talks about each and every week. Kelly, you had a chance to visit with Coach Griffin.
Yeah, whenever I talked to Coach, he talked about exactly that, a play at a time, a practice at a time, a snap at a time. And he also talked about the importance on focusing not necessarily on the team that's across the field, but on each player doing their job. And Coach is really excited about where this team is, and you'll see that in the interview.
We welcome to the Pro Glass pregame show head coach Chuck Griffin. Coach, thanks for joining us again.
Hey, Kelly. Good to be here, man.
This interview is brought to you by Melanie J. Financial, Hunter Creasy and all the gang at Melanie J. Financial, helping with financial planning and the financial future of families all over Central Texas. We appreciate their support. Coach, I think it was Urban Meyer said, I'm paraphrasing, he said 5-0, but 4-0 gives you the chance to go 5-0. Talk about the victory over Eastview this week.
Yeah, man, just fired up about our kids and the way they played and the way they're playing right now. I mean, it was a big crosstown win, or the big district win. I don't think we've been 4-0 probably since 2012. I haven't looked at that, but I know in 13, 14, 15 we were not. So kind of thinking through that. But pretty awesome for us to be in this situation, and proud of our kids for playing as hard as they are and giving great effort, and they're just continuing to get better.
It's impressive, Coach, because whenever the kids are struggling, kind of like the offense did in the first half a little bit last Friday, they're still playing hard. They're still fast to the ball. The defense started off really well, but talk about keeping the kids focused whenever they may be struggling a little bit.
That's a challenge with any group and with this group too. Just whenever you're having a hard time, keeping them focused. And the mindset that we try to preach is not to be outcome oriented, right? To just be process oriented, to play every play like it's the most important play. And if you win enough of those throughout the game, then the score will take care of itself. So that's got to be the mindset going in. And the other thing we really talk about is winning the middle 8 of a football game. And, so our kids were able to do that. And in the last 4 minutes of the first half, we got 2 stops and a score. And then we came out and we get a score and another stop. And that changed the game, So just proud of our kids for staying focused and believing the fact that if you just take care of this one play, you go 1-0 right here, then you got an opportunity to win.
So you hear a lot of talk about starting fast, finishing strong, but you talk a lot about that middle 8, and we talked about it on the broadcast. Why is that middle 8 minutes so important?
I just think people miss. They kind of get into clock management idea, and we don't want to. Let's just get into half and that mindset. And I think if you can sneak a score and a stop, and come out and do the same thing, I mean that's a 14-point swing in a ball game. So if you can do that, and I mean, the way that we play, and as good as we are on defense, and some years as good as we are on offense, if we can get a free 14, I'm going to take it. I mean, I'm going to take it anytime, but if I can get 14 points on them, I'm going to take it. So I think it's pretty important to preach.
What was it that Eastview did in the first half that made it so difficult on the offense?
They came out in a different defense. They had not played a 3-3 stack all year.
I noticed that. I said something about that on the broadcast.
Yeah, they came out in a different defensive front, something we hadn't worked. We'd seen them play 2 other fronts. We'd worked both of those. We'd not worked a 3-3 stack, just hadn't have any evidence of it. So we had to change up a little bit and kind of get our guys under control about what we're going to see. And then you kind of got it in the game, cat and mouse, where they'd be 3-3 stack and 4-man front, and our guys got to figure out, okay, which one are they in? And once we kind of got a handle on that, we did just fine.
And the defense played well.
Yep.
Almost all of the game. Again, another defensive performance that was just lights out. With the natural instinct for these kids to focus on it, it's Eastview, it's crosstown rival, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They didn't really seem to be affected by that at all. And you had talked about that previously.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of our driving point all week is I don't care who we're playing. Like, it doesn't matter that it's Eastview. That, the idea is that they can get all upset about playing us and make it a big deal. But, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if it's Eastview or Leander. Our goal is to get better, to be a better Georgetown Eagle at the end of the game than I was at the beginning of the game. Then it really doesn't matter who you play. So that's kind of our mindset. And our kids bought into that and did a great job of that and didn't get into the idea of the jaw back and forth or anything and played a really clean game.
Yeah, they did have a couple of opportunities to get involved in some of that jawing, but they stayed away from it.
Yep.
Good thing. So this week, travel over to College Station, take on a very, very tough College Station team. What are you expecting from the Cougars this week?
They're good. They're a good football team. It's the best football team we played by far. And on the flip side of that, I think we're the best team they've played since their first football game. So they're good. They're fast. They're big. They're strong. I mean, they kind of check all the boxes. They got a Division I quarterback. I think they check all the boxes that are out there. So they're good, and we're going to have to play good to win. But I mean, that's the mindset that we have every week. Like, we got to play good to win. We got to play this play. And so our goal going in is to get better and keep, to try to be in a position at the end of the game to have a chance to win. To do that, we got to play good every single play. I've tried to caution them, like, we're not going to keep them out of the end zone. Like, they're going to score. They're going to stop us. Like, we're playing the best football team we played. That stuff is going to happen, not to ride the emotion of the game. Just continue to do what you're supposed to do over and over and over again, and eventually it'll pay off.
So the only two undefeated teams left in the district, and opportunity, I believe, to basically clinch a playoff spot this week. There's a lot on the line when you go to College Station. Different type of focus that you have to have and make sure the kids have this week with that. Y'all have done a great job of staying focused, and it seems like the kids in this situation could get a little hyped just because it is a battle of the undefeateds and so on and so forth. How have you addressed this with the kids this week?
Kyle, like I said, we're just, it doesn't matter who we're playing. Like, we got to know this week, this will be the best team we've played. So you've got to go into that emotionally and mentally into the game, knowing that, hey, there's going to be some things that happen that are not in our favor because we're playing a really good football team, and so we've got to go in with that, knowing that's happening, and be able to overcome those situations when they have and play that 1-0 type of football, that I'm going to win this play. If I don't win this one, well, the next time I'm up, I'm going to win this one, and it just has to be that over and over. So if we give up a touchdown or we score a touchdown, none of that matters. You play this play, so that's got to just be their mindset as you go in. That's what we talk about. That's what we preach. And, they've done a good job of that so far.
One play in particular I wanted to talk about was Big Michael Valenta's looked like interception, but turned out to be a lateral that he picked off. A lot of excitement on that defensive side of the ball when Michael got that turnover.
Oh, yeah, man. Anytime your defensive lineman get an interception, or a fumble recovery, that's a big deal. When they pick the ball off out of the air like that's really cool. So pretty awesome to see Mike do that. Pretty athletic of him to be able to get up there and intercept that thing, and did a great job.
So who were your standouts of the week last week?
We got a bunch of them. Michael was our defensive line player of the week. He had 5 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 4 quarterback hits, and a fumble recovery. Landry Leggett had 12 tackles. Garrett Lloyd had 8 tackles. Leo and Seth kind of combined for our defensive player of the game. Leo had 2 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 4 pass breakups. And then Warren had 11 tackles, a tackle for loss, an interception, a fumble return, a fumble recovery, and a pass breakup. So both of those guys played tremendous, for us. Offensively, Brandon Hargrove, this throwback. Brand had a really good game and graded out the best as our offensive lineman. And that's good, man. He's a junior that's playing up, and we've been pushing that all year, and he had a really good game last week. Cody Hollybeck stepped up really big, really only 1 carry and 1 catch. He had a touchdown call back in there, but really, I mean, he just did what he was supposed to do all night, over and over again. And both of those were clutch plays when we needed them. Yvonne Espinoza a couple of weeks ago was our GTD player of the game, and he had 0 targets, 0 catches, played really hard. Last week he had 8 catches, so that's kind of the way it goes. He's just showing up, doing what he's supposed to do. And last week was his night, and he had a big night. And then, of course, Petter rushed for 122 yards, 2 touchdowns, and had a 120-yard reception for a touchdown as well.
It's got to be, I guess, I don't know if comforting is the right word to use, but every week it seems like you got so many players that you talk about standing out. This is a deep football team.
Yeah, I mean, it is, and it's just that guys that have brought into the program, and they've bought into what we're doing, and the idea that, hey, this might not be my week, but next week will be, and we're playing lots of guys, in the secondary, lots of guys. At receiver, and some weeks they're big in the game plan, some weeks they're not, depending on what the defense does, depending on how the defense changes throughout the game, and man, just our guys being successful is the idea is just they're having them get out there and have success and find success is really big. So, man, we're excited about them doing that.
Well, Coach, we wish you all the best of luck this week against the College Station Cougars. We're looking forward to a phenomenal football game, and best wishes for the rest of the week and into Friday night, Coach. Thanks for joining
Kelly.
us.
Appreciate you guys.
Folks, that's head coach Chuck Griffin here on the Pro Glass pregame show. We will continue with that right after these messages from Melanie J. Financial.
This season's interviews with Coach Chuck Griffin are brought to you by Melanie J. Financial. Melanie J. Financial is a highly experienced wealth advisory firm with over 2 decades of expertise. Our team of expert financial advisors is ready to serve you, and we offer the convenience of in-person consultations at your location. One of our financial advisors is 2016 Georgetown football alumnus Hunter Creasy. Go to MelanieJFinancial.com to book your free financial consultations.
Here in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. JMTs provides customized apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofits. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit Omar and Susie Tompkins at www.jmts.com. And the pregame show brought to you by ProGlass, located at 2303 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown, the Central Texas choice for RV, heavy equipment, and auto glass since 1998. Windshield chip repairs in under 30 minutes, no appointment necessary. Visit their website at www.proglasstx.com or give them a call, 512-930-1365. Kelly, I tell you what, this game, the expectations for both schools is high. The opportunity for the Eagles here, the opportunity for the Cougars here as they have a chance to go to be the only undefeated in District 11, the chance to solidify their district a guaranteed spot in the playoffs, and you're in the driver's seat to win this district. A lot of things can still happen when you have a one-loss consolidated team. Georgetown and Cougars play tonight here at College Station. College Station and Consolidated play next week. A lot of things can happen, but, man, the Eagles sure have their work cut out for them here tonight at College Station.
Yeah, Dave Campbell's magazine, Texas Football Magazine, picked College Station tonight as a 16-point favorite. And regardless of the outcome tonight, the Eagles should be favored in their last 2 games. Should be. You still got to play the games. They don't play them on paper. But Georgetown should be favored in those last 2 games. So if they can get out of here with a win, that makes that much more important, because the team that is considered probably the 3rd best team in the district is A&M Consolidated. We've already played them at their home. We beat them at their home. So I cannot when I was coming up the elevator just a few minutes ago into the press box, I was with one of the College Station staff, and they were talking with me about the importance of this game and how huge it is. So both sides of the field tonight are going to recognize how big this game is, and it should be fun.
Kind of funny to think if Georgetown were able if College Station wins tonight and then goes to Consolidated next week and loses, we're back in the same scenario last year with 3 teams tied with 1 loss to win the district. They share the championship, but then the breakdown to get to the points and who gets first, second, or third seed. But it's crazy that could happen again, but Georgetown can avoid that.
Right.
If they get a win tonight, they have 2 games remaining with no losses in district. It would be quite interesting. And that's when Kelly DeVoll takes over. Murphy's Law takes in effect. Other games here for District 11 tonight. Georgetown and College Station do business here in College Station. The Consolidated Tigers on the road at Eastview, back at Birkelbach, a 26-point favorite. Cedar Park is hosting Glenn. They are favored by 15. And the Hendrickson Hawks were favored at Leander last night, Holden, by 12. And Leander got the win.
And, yeah, I mean, because this district is – the balance here is a lot better than I think the spreads kind of indicate. Like we saw College Station as a 16-point favorite against Georgetown here. Obviously, you have to factor in home field. The crowd, I'm confident, is going to play a huge factor tonight, making a lot of noise. The student section has cowbells. They're going to be flinging those around all night long. But this district is very good. Every team is competitive. Every team was in this game. Georgetown trailed Eastview at halftime last week. Just to go to show, Eastview is kind of a bottom feeder in the district, and Georgetown is at the top right now. So you kind of see this district is not very – it's not as spread out, as I think their spreads kind of indicate.
College Station and Georgetown both sit at 4-0 in District 11, consolidated at 3-1. Cedar Park at 2-2 entering the week. Hendricks and Hawks now 1-4. Eastview and Glenn both at 1-3, and the Leander Lions now at 1-4 after the win against the Hendricks and Hawks. So, a lot of separation funny could happen tonight, Holden. If Eastview and Glenn both lose, now you look at 4 teams in the district sitting at 1-4. They pretty much eliminated themselves from the playoffs. Should Cedar Park hold serve tonight in their game against Glenn, they moved to 3-2 on district with 2 games remaining. It would be tough for them to not make the playoffs. And so it's a scenario where the top 4 teams in the district could almost all solidify their way into the playoffs with a couple of wins on the road, consolidated at Eastview and Cedar Park hosting Glenn. But first and foremost, the Georgetown Eagles and the College Station Cougars are about to do business. Let's go to Kelly for tonight's starting lineups.
So the starting lineups for tonight's game, starting with the College Station Cougars here at their home. On offense first, at left tackle is number 71, Harper Hall. Harper is a senior. The left guard is number 55, junior Grant Slanker. The center is number 56, Christian Lopez. He's a senior. And the right guard is number 52, sophomore Logan Daniel. The right tackle is number 78, John Williams. He's a senior. The R back is number 88, or the R receiver is number 88, Xavier Vela. He's a junior. The X receiver is number 9, Cody Dixon, also a senior. The T receiver is number 1, Aiden Martinez Brown, a senior. The Z receiver is wearing 0 tonight, Jackson Verdugo. He's a junior. The Y is number 15, Peyton Cashin, and he is a senior. And the quarterback is number 7, Arrington Maiden. He is a senior as well. On defense, we have at the nose tackle, number 60, DeAndre Harwell, a senior. The one end is number 5, senior Cinco DeGuerre. Did I say that right? The other end is number 25, Malik Cotton, a senior. The M is number 10. Middle linebacker is number 10, Anthony Madrano. He's a senior. The MC, which I'm not sure what that is, one of the linebackers, Jack Stavanoa, a junior. The NK is the number 11, Jaden Bellows. He's a senior. The J is number 32, Liam Ponte, junior, or Pont. Yeah, we do. He's a junior. The F is number 6, Fisher Maynard. He's a senior. The R is number 4, Tony Hamilton. The one corner is number 21, Braylon Wortham. He's a junior. And the other corner is number 2, Demarion Gilbreth, a senior.
The head coach for the College Station Cougars, Tony Pryor. Assistant head coach, Kyle Walsh. Offensive coordinators, Matt DeBerry. Defensive coordinator, Chance Locklear. As the Georgetown Eagles take the field here on the far side of the field. We're on the near side up here in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth. The Eagles and the All Whites take the field as the Cougars take the field on the near side, and the All Blacks. Assistant coaches for College Station, Chad Peavy, Edgar DeLuna, Greg Fresher, Eddie Hancock, Joseph Hedge, Trent Vittrup, Morgan Landreth, Chris Litton, Zach Marlowe, Jarrett Beckhusen, Matt Reinberg, and Mike Singletary. The starting lineup for the Georgetown Eagles, Kelly.
For Georgetown, on offense, some very familiar names if you watched the end of our broadcast. Number 54, Max Gates, is the junior right tackle. Number 75, Brant Hargrove, is right guard. He's a junior as well. Number 59, Whit Posey, is taking over at center tonight for the injured Jordan Errett. Whit is a senior. Number 72, Ian Sanders, is the left guard. Ian is a senior. And number 78, Sam Lopez, is a sophomore left tackle. Number 8, Jacob Weisheimer, is a senior. He's a tight end and H-back. Number 2, Davin Sedgwick, is a junior, and he's a wide receiver. Number 18, Yvonne Espinoza, is a senior wide receiver. Number 26, Cody Hoyabek, is in the slot as a receiver. He's a senior. The senior running back is number 22, Andrew Petter. And number 12, Noah Boris, is the senior quarterback for this Eagle offense. On defense for the Eagles, number 45, Jake Decker. He's a senior defensive end. Number 39, Andrew Urban. In the middle at the nose, he's a junior. Number 99, big Michael Valenta, the senior defensive tackle. Number 38, Dylan Turberville, is a junior bandit. The whip is number 9, Seth Warren. He's a junior. Number 14, Mason Goggins, is a senior. He's the razor. Number 13, Landry Leggett, is a senior linebacker. Number 24, O.C. Presley, is the senior corner. And the other corner is number 5, Jaheim Dowd. And Garrett Lloyd is the safety on one side, number 16, and number 25, Alex Wilson, is the senior on the other side, junior on the other side.
Let's get ready for the national anthem. Back here live in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. The captains are out on the field. Michael Valenta and Leo Diaz out there with a couple of uniformed players for the Eagles, a couple of injured players. For the College Station Cougars, you have out there on the field number 15. That is Peyton Cashin. Number 4, that's Tony Hamilton. Number 11, Jaden Bellows. Number 70 or 71. Right when I looked, he turned. I think it was 70.
71.
71, Harper Hall. And the last one is number 7. That's your quarterback for the College Station Cougars, Arrington Maiden.
Thankfully, it's not purple numbers outlined in white. That would make it hard to see. We got good contrasting numbers.
The College Station Cougars in the all-black, black pants, black jerseys, and a kind of a chromish type helmet.
Purple helmet.
Purple helmet with the chrome accents. The CS on the side of the helmets. They have Cougars in capital block print lettering across the front of the jerseys in all white. The Georgetown Eagles have on the white pants with Eagles down the side in Georgetown blue, and the white jerseys with blue numbers, and the beautiful new white helmets with G-Town script lettering on both sides of that helmet on the far side of the field. The College Station Cougars are going to take the opening kick. It's something we talked about, with Coach Griffin at the coaches show, Kelly, about the fact that the teams are starting to take the ball. They want to get that offense on the field, something that he's done regularly in his career here at Georgetown. And so interesting, the Cougars want to put that offense out there first with Arrington Maiden and Aiden Martinez-Brown, the two cogs in that wheel.
Well, and I think they're trying to do what Coach Griffin tries to do as well, and that's jump out to a lead as quickly as possible.
Nathaniel Funk, Edward Jones. He is your Leander Georgetown Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 1640 Highland Falls Drive, Suite 801 in Leander, Texas, 78641. Learn how he can help you with all your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com/Nathaniel Funk for more. Nathaniel Funk brings you first quarter action here on the SHN Network. Thanks so much to Nathaniel Funk, one of our good friends and big supporters of First Responder Broadcasting. Holden.
And a former coach at Georgetown.
And Holden, now you can go. Kelly's done interrupting. No, I'm just joking. Holden, your thoughts. A quick point to this game as Georgetown gets ready to kick it away.
The key to Georgetown winning this game is offensive line execution. They've got to be able to block. Last time we went to College Station, we weren't really able to do that against the blitz-heavy look it can solve through at us. They've got to execute, especially with the second-string center.
Whether you need one shirt or 100, there are no minimum orders on any custom pieces. Syntex shirt and embroidery brings you the kickoff, and we are underway here at Cougar Stadium. Aaron Guzman kicks it deep, and number 21 for the Cougars, that's Braylon Wortham. He'll let it go for a touchback. College Station will take over now. 1st and 10 at their own 25. Kelly, your thoughts on this ball game? A big key point here for the Eagles to win.
We've talked about it with Coach several times. This Georgetown team hasn't played their best game yet, and it could very well take that tonight to beat this College Station Cougar team.
In the backfield, Arrington Maiden, a quarterback. He wears number 7. Beside him, number 1. That's their stud running back, Aiden Martinez-Brown. They start out with 2 receivers right, 2 left. 1st and 10 at their 25, middle of the field. In the shotgun, turn around, hand it to Martinez-Brown right up the middle. He's hit quickly, taken down. A nice little 3-yard gain, but a nice stop by the defense. One hand reached through there on a block and slowed down Martinez-Brown, and the defense closed him down. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't know who that one hand was, but it was a strong hand because it was able to slow him. He is able to get some speed up in the first couple of steps he takes.
Snap back, Martinez-Brown to the left side. Hole opens up in the middle, up past the 35, up to about the 38, making the 39-yard line. That's enough for a first down for the Cougars.
You see the burst from Martinez-Brown coming out of the hole. He is so quick.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Brown to the left of Maiden in the backfield. Shotgun formation, 1st and 10 at their 39. Maiden looking to pass. He's going to throw it to the right. It's off a hand. It could have been picked off. And Leo Diaz not ready for it. It went off the hands of the receiver. That was Jackson Verdugo. It's incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
Wally, it may just be me, but it seems like these lights aren't real bright on this field out here, and I don't know if that's going to affect the Eagles or not because the stadium there in Georgetown is really bright with the lights.
2nd and 10 from the 39. 3 receivers left, none right. Brown to the right of Maiden. He'll hand it off to Brown, back up the middle, up past the 40, and he breaks a tackle and gets all the way up to the 46, making the 47-yard line. Before he's taken down, it's a gain of 7, brings up 3rd and 3.
Wally, these Eagles are going to have sure tackling tonight to hold this Cougar team down.
Up to the 47, turn around, Martinez-Brown up the middle, and he'll get up to midfield. That's enough for another College Station first down. Up to midfield on the run. So five plays run, 4 runs to Martinez Brown, 1 incomplete pass. The Cougars have it 1st and 10 at the midfield. 10:51 left. The clock running. Maiden turns around, hands it off to Martinez Brown. He's hitting the backfield, and he'll fall forward for about 3 yards to the 47 of Georgetown. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
You see some kind of Petter aspects, though. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage, and Brown's able to continue carrying, turning his legs forward, and gets 3 yards out of that play.
On 2nd and 7 to the 47 of Georgetown. Snap back. Quick pass out to the left, but Maiden overthrows it. And it's incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 now for the Cougars.
Nice job there by the defense. This is a pretty big necessity here for the Eagles to get a stop in this circumstance. Hopefully they can put an end to this drive.
Jaheim Dowd gave chase to that. No, tried to take the interception away, but it goes out of bounds. Incomplete. 3rd and 7 for the Cougars. Maiden back. He's looking to pass. Looks left. Throws it up left, and it's overthrown. Incomplete. Alex Wilson was ready to make a big hit there on the far side, but it is a 4th down now for the Cougars. That pass was intended for number 88, Xavier Vela. It's incomplete. Looks like the Cougars are going to punt.
Wally, the down marker had me confused because it said 2nd down, and I couldn't see the clock, and I was thinking, I thought it was 3rd down. I was going to say it was a big 3rd down stop for the Eagles if they could get it, and that's exactly what it was.
10:23 left, first quarter, 4th down. It looks like Cochran is back to punt, and he does. It's a low-line drive punt. Bounces at the 21 and gets a Cougar roll inside the 10, inside the 5, and it's going to be downed all the way at the 2-yard line. So is that Nate Cochran? It's Cade Corcoran. Makes the punt there for the Cougars, but there's a flag here on the field.
If that's on Georgetown, I don't think they're going to take that penalty.
Offside, defense, number 38. That penalty declined. 1st and 10.
So there's offside on Georgetown, but they declined that penalty. They're going to take the result of it, which is making it 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 2-yard line. A tough spot for this offense to start the ball game out, Kelly.
Wally, we were talking about it, the pace at which these games have been going. There's not a whole lot of break in between these plays, and that's going to be interesting, or in between change of possession. That'll be interesting to see if that affects either of these teams as far as their conditioning goes.
The Eagles have 1 receiver right, 1 left. Boris has Petter in the backfield, off to his left side. He stands about 4 yards deep in his own end zone. Snap back, fake the hand up. Nope, gives it to Petter. Right side, up the middle, past the 5, up to about the 7-yard line, where they'll mark him down. A nice little run of about 5 for the Eagles. Brings up 2nd and 5 now.
Nice, solid play, and that gives you a little bit of breathing room. And now it's 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5, somewhere in that range. And that's what Andrew is really good at doing, getting some tough yards to help you out in a bind.
Get your quarterback out of the end
Yes,
zone
sir.
in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Petter to the left of Boris. He'll stand about the 2 as he expects the snap. 9:40 remaining now. Man in motion. Snap back to Boris. He's going to look right. Quick pass out to the right. Catch made. A big hit laid out there, but not before Ivan Espinoza makes the catch right at the 1st down marker. See if they're going to give a 1st down or not. The referee over to take a look at it, and he's going to give it to him. It's a borrow from Morrow 1st down. Nice completion of Ivan Espinoza for the Georgetown 1st down.
They're taking what the defense gave them. It's a quick throw, something to get the offense in rhythm, which has been what Georgetown has struggled with, especially against Eastview last week. Offense kind of slow to get started. That's a great 1st down right there.
1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Petter to the right of Boris in the shotgun. Now the man in motion to the left side. 2 receivers left. Snap back to Boris. Delayed handoff gives it to... No, he passes out the right side. Hollybeck makes the catch, but he's taken down on the far side of the field. Nice tackle there by number 21. That's Braylon Wortham, but not before the Eagles pick up 6, make it 2nd and 4.
There you see the consistency with Cody Hoyer back in this offense. Sometimes he's in the backfield, sometimes he's in the slot. He moves all over the field. We've seen his speed be a factor in these games and on the offensive game plan, and good 1st down gain there.
8.5 minutes left, 1st quarter. Eagles have 2 receivers right, 2 left. Petter to the right of Boris. 2nd and 4 from their 18. Boris looking back, looking long, now across the middle, and it's underthrown, and luckily that is dropped by the College Station Cougars. Number 6, Fisher Maynard, he drops the sure interception. So the Eagles have new life here at 3rd and 4 from their own 18.
He had Weisheimer too in the flat. They kind of played zone off, and so while he was running, he ran a wheel, but before he kind of turned upfield, he was wide open, and lucky that he missed him.
Yeah, and that's a pass Noah wish he put a little more mustard on.
3 receivers left. Petter to the right to Boris from the far side hash mark. 8:23 remaining, 3rd and 4 from the 18. Snap back. Boris looking left. He's pressured. He's going to have to throw, but he's down. The ball's out. College Station looks like they're going to recover it. Ball is loose. A pile on the field, and College Station has the turnover. Ball's recovered by number 11. That's Jaden Bellows. Boris didn't see the pressure coming from the backside, Kelly. He's hit the strip sack, and the Cougars are in business. 1st and goal inside the Eagle 10.
He had some time, but there looked like some confusion on that left side with the receivers there about what route they were supposed to run. I think he was expecting the outside guy to go deep, and he was waiting for him to get deep, but the pocket ultimately collapsed. The time was there. The routes just weren't.
1st and goal at the 7 of Georgetown. Maiden hands it off. Nope, hands it off to Hamilton around the left side, but he's pushed out of bounds, a gain of 2. That'll bring 2nd and goal from the 5.
This is a big factor right now in this game. Big turnover for College Station to get their hands on the football in this area, and they've just 7 yards for a score unless the Georgetown defense can stop them.
Snap back. It's a direct snap to Martinez Brown up the middle, and he'll take the defensive tackler into the end zone. Touchdown, College Station.
Well, that was a big turnover, and they didn't have far to go, and they didn't take long to get there either. So College Station able to jump out to a lead now here in the 1st quarter, and that turnover is what you cannot have if Georgetown hopes to beat this College Station team.
That drive took 8 seconds to go 7 yards in 2 plays. The extra point attempt by number 31, Trey Stastny, is up, and it is good. And with 8:06 left 1st quarter, College Station strikes first. They lead it 7-0 over the Georgetown Eagles. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
The 1st quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by Nathaniel Funk, your Leander Georgetown Edward Jones financial advisor at 1640 Highland Falls Drive, Suite 801, Leander, Texas 78641. Learn how he can help with your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com/Nathaniel Funk for more.
Eagle defense put into a tough situation there, Holden. And in 2 plays, they strike with a Aiden Martinez-Brown 5-yard touchdown run to take the lead.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of throughout the season, the defense getting put in bad spots from offensive turnovers, and that's whenever the other teams are able to capitalize and score a touchdown. We've got to get offensive kind of going. I'd like to see some more short routes, quick games, try to get the playmakers the ball in space.
Kickoff from the Cougars will come from the foot of number 99, and it's taken at the goal line. Here comes out Gavin Calloway, finds an opening to the right side, up past the 20. He's outrunning a couple men at the 25. A late hit out of bounds, no flag thrown there. But the Eagles have a lot better position to start the 2nd drive. They'll be up past the 25, up to about the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 7:58 left here in the 1st period.
Wally, I think this Georgetown offense is going to be better served with some quick passes just to try to loosen up that passing game. And if Andrew Petter can get going on some of these runs, that too will make those linebackers stay in a little bit closer and maybe open up some quicker passes.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Petter to the right of Boris, far side hash mark. In the shotgun, 7:58 remaining 1st half. The receiver moves to the left side, back to Boris. He looks right. He's going to throw it out. Petter wide open at the 40 and pushed out of bounds about the 45-yard line. A big gain gives you a borrow for Morrow, 1st down.
Wally, I think these long passes are going to serve this Eagle offense. Wait, change of pace here. Not a bad route because he bounces out of the backfield, so it actually is a little longer, shorter pass in concept.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap back to Boris. He looks out the left flat. He has a man open, but Hollenbeck lets it go through his hands, off his knee, incomplete. So the Eagles will be backed up 2nd and 10 now at their own 45.
Very uncharacteristic drop by Cody Hollenbeck. You don't see him drop very many passes, but he did lift his head up just a little bit soon trying to get up the field before the defender got there.
We have a Michael Valenta sighting on offense, guys. He's in at fullback.
Big boy.
Confusion on the play call here. Now the Eagles will head up to the line. 7:48 left first quarter. Second and 10 from their own 45. 3 receivers right now, making 2 as a man comes in motion. Direct snap to Penner right up the middle, up past midfield into College Station territory at the 48-yard line. A gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 3 now.
And those quick hitters are what can keep a defense on their heels, and that's what you're really going to need. College Station pursues to the football really well. They've got a lot of good athletes on that side of the football, on defense especially. So you've got to do the stuff that hits quick because the edges are going to collapse quickly.
7:25 left first quarter. Continues to run. The Eagles will have 1 receiver left. That's Sedgwick. Espinoza split wide right. Hollybeck in the right slot. Petter to the right of Boris in the backfield. Now Hollybeck in motion. He'll set up left end, turn around, hand it to Petter. Dances up the middle, and he fights forward all the way up to about the 45, 46-yard line. Now the far side line, Judge Kelly, I don't know if you know it, he walked in the 45 and then backed up to the 46. So that's going to bring up 4th and 1 for the Eagles.
Yeah, and he did. He kind of changed his trajectory a little bit. I think he was short. But now he's a half yard more short.
So 4th and 1 at the 46 of College Station. Georgetown looks like they're going to go for it here. Petter is going to be in the Wildcat. Valent to the left side on the left end. Boris split out wide left. 6.5 minutes remaining. Now Hollybeck in motion. Fake the handoff. Petter comes to the left side. Makes a man miss. Wide open 40, 35, and he's going to be drugged down from behind up at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Andrew Petter and the Eagles. He'll be blocked. Now they'll take him down at the 28. So a big gain there for Georgetown. Another borrow from Morrow, first down.
Nice play, and the blocking said that play was going to go to the right side around the right tackle, but Andrew bounced it out to the left side, and there was a running lane out there after that first tackle was missed.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Boris on the near side hash mark. Shotgun snap back. He drops back, empty backfield. He's going to throw it up down the middle. Petter makes the catch inside the 20, and he'll get up and give a point there. And it's going to be another borrow from Morrow, first down. What a catch there into the 16-yard line inside the Smoothie King red zone.
I was kind of worried that was going to be picked off, but Andrew turned his head around right at the last second, was able to make that catch. That made me nervous.
First and goal inside the Smoothie King red zone for the first time for this offense. Smoothie King at Wolf Ranch, blending goodness to fuel your greatness, located in the Wolf Ranch Town Center. Smoothie King, sponsor of your red zone. First and 10 for the Eagles at the 16 of College Station. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Now it'll be Espinoza in motion to the right side. Snap back. Petter will hand it off to Boris, and he'll roll back to the right, throw it across the middle. Catch made by
Michael
Valenta.
Get in there!
He scored! He got it! Oh, baby! What a play by Michael Valenta!
My goodness!
He was in the tight end slot, came across, makes the catch, breaks 1 tackle, and then hurdles into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgetown!
Big Mike on the move on that catch. I saw that 99 running across the field, and I was wondering where he was going, but Big Mike scores the touchdown.
16-yard touchdown reception by Valenta, and the Eagles have a chance to tie it up here on the G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point attempt. The snap is back. The kick from Guzman is up, and it is good. It's 5:22 left here in the first quarter. We got a tie ball game. 7-7 Georgetown. Eagle football will be back in just a moment.
First Downs are sponsored by Morrow from Morrow. Longtime supporter of our broadcast, Matt Morrow and his team are dedicated to providing the best mortgage experience possible. They do that by offering easy-to-use mortgage tools, including a handy mobile app, competitive rates, and assistance from experienced loan officers. Matt's loan officers understand local markets, have access to a wide variety of loan programs, and are ready to guide you through the process. Your family, your future, our focus. For your mortgage needs, remember Matt Morrow, Borrow from Morrow. For more information, visit borrowfrommorrow.com. NMLS number 464148.
Here at the JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth, brought to you by JMTs. And now the Georgetown Eagle Football Booster Club scoring drive summary. Holden, take it away.
It was 7 plays, 73 yards, 2 minutes, 39 seconds, capped off by the excellent touchdown pass to Michael Valenta, 16-yarder, the dive out of bounds, most athletic play I think you'll ever see from a D lineman.
I'm sorry, who?
Michael Valenta, big 99.
Yes,
The Eagles will kick it off here on the Syntex shirt and embroidery kickoff. Guzman kicks it to the far side, fielded at the 4-yard line by the Cougars. Comes up on the far sideline, hit about the 18 and runs forward, carrying a defender. Had a lot of momentum there, but taken down at the 23-yard line, and College Station will take over. 5:16 left. First quarter, all tied up at 7 apiece.
I wish we had a mic on Dave because I know he was excited about that. Microphone's inoperable here since we're on the road, but he's doing our sideline camera and as we can. But, wow, what a play. Big touchdown. Great drive, 97-yard drive.
That one is 73.
73-yard drive. Great drive by the Eagle offense.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Now man in motion. Handed off. Martinez-Brown comes right side. Dances up past the 25, up past the 30. He'll go for about 9 yards. That's a generous spot there. They're going to put it just short of the first down. They're going to give him a first down. That's amazing. One official's marking it back at the 38, and now they'll go quickly to the line. First and 10, at the 33. Maiden looking to pass into the middle. The catch made. Nice catch made on the middle. A great job there by number 88. That's Xavier Vela. That 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and 4 now. Make it 2nd and 3 now. Swing pass out to Martinez-Brown in the flat, up past the 40, 45, finds some room, has blocking downfield, and he's driven out of bounds into Georgetown territory at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
So it's going to be a track meet? Is that what we're looking at right now? But previous play, great catch. It was behind the receiver a little bit, but he was able to turn his body and get that catch, which kept this drive going.
Maiden, quick pass out to the left flat. He's going to throw it up, and he does. It should have been picked off, and instead it's a catch.
Wow.
Nice catch made there by Martinez-Brown. Alex Miller had a chance to go up and get it. He was a step late, and it's a first down for the Cougars.
Great catch. I thought that was going to be picked off, but the receiver just went up and made a play.
Down to the 36 of Georgetown. Arrington Maiden gets a snap back, hands it off. New running back comes to the right side, finds a big gap. Number 22, he dances outside. He's finally going to be drugged down just outside the 10-yard line. That's Wilson Stapp, the backup running back. A big carry, another first down inside the red zone to the 11 of Georgetown.
You can see that sometimes a change of pace backs. Number 1 comes off the field, Stapp comes in and rips off the big one because the defense wasn't expecting it.
Stapp stays in. Maiden under center. Gets a snap back. Hands it to Stapp. He cuts back to the 10-yard line where he's taken down. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Cougars.
You see him able to break a couple of tackles, and we talked about near the beginning of the game that it was the Eagles are going to have some sure tackling, and these Cougars have been able to break some of those tackles.
The ball's on the 9-yard line, so they give him a generous 2 or 3 yards on that one. So now it's 2nd and 7 from the 9. 2 running backs in the backfield beside Maiden. Snap back, handed off. Martinez-Brown, right side. No, Tony Hamilton gets the carry, but he's taken down there, drugged backwards. What a play there. And now Tony Hamilton tries to square up against Seth Warren. Seth Warren gave it no ground, but Tony Hamilton picks up a yard to the 8-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6 now for the Cougars. 3:20 on the clock, and it continues to run.
Holding them to a field goal here is going to be key. Getting the stops in the red zone is probably going to be going to be the decider of the game.
The Cougars have it. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Maiden looking to pass. No pressure at all. He's going to run, and he's got it wide open. He'll be hit and taken down, but nope, he falls forward into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Cougars strike with 2:59 left in the first quarter, and they lead at 13-7, pending the extra point attempt.
A good drive for this College Station defense, and you saw a couple of opportunities for Georgetown to make some tackles, and they missed a couple of tackles, but that was just a very efficient drive by College Station.
A 7-yard touchdown run by Arrington Maiden, and now on to attempt the extra point is Stastny. His kick is up, and it is good. 2:59 left first quarter. The Cougars of College Station lead at 14-7 over your Eagles. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
The Smoothie King Red Zone is sponsored by Smoothie King of Georgetown. It's our commitment to blend a more nutritious smoothie from bottom of the cup up. It's your choice, same flavor, 0 compromises. Smoothie King at Wolf Ranch, blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Smoothie King is located at Wolf Ranch Town Center, 1003 West University, Suite 110 in Georgetown, Texas.
broadcast booth brought to you by JMT's. Big number 99, Gustavo Lopez, set to kick it away for the Cougars. He'll have to put it back up on the tee. 2:59 left in the first quarter. 14-7, College Station with the lead, Kelly.
Hey, Wally, got a comment asking for some size and weights on these offensive linemen for College Station. They're not on the roster. I'll just say they're big.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
We can bring him in the next possession that they have. Lopez will kick it away. Should be a flag there. The guy was offside. Bounces at the 18. Fielded at the 15. And Callaway taken away. They let it get to the bounce. And good coverage there by the Cougars. Eagles will have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. 2:59 left to go in the first quarter.
Well, this is a big drive here for Georgetown. And if they're going to exchange possessions, then it's important to remember that Georgetown gets the ball to start the second half. They've got to keep up with this College Station Cougar football team in scoring, or it's going to turn into a long night.
The offense is in full blast mode for both these teams now. As the Eagles have it, one receiver right, two receivers left. Petter in the backfield to the left of Boris, near side hash mark. Snap back to Boris. He'll hand it off to Petter. He goes right. He strings it out outside, but he's tripped up back at the 15-yard line. That'll be a loss of 2 and bring up 2nd and 12.
And you see them able to collapse that edge, which is what you want to do against a running back like Andrew Petter. You've got to contain on those edges. He's had some success out there, but that time College Station was able to stop that run. I would anticipate some more runs towards the middle to kind of loosen up that edge.
2.5 minutes left here in the quarter. Eagles take their time getting the play call in. Clock continues to run. Second. Let's call it 2nd and 11 from the 16-yard line. No receivers right, 2 left. Boris looking left, looking long. He's going to throw it to the middle of the field. And there's Hollenbeck, and he cannot haul it in. It's off his hands, incomplete again. Uncharacteristic for Cody Hollenbeck. 2 drops in a row. And that was a big play there. The Eagles would have got up to almost midfield, Kelly.
Real quickly, Wally, the Houston Astros have taken a 3-2 lead in the ALCS.
Kelly DeVoll is cut off of the microphone. Baseball is not important right now. 3rd and 11 for the Eagles.
Poor Rangers, man.
Two receivers right, 1 left. Petter to the right of Boris. Big 3rd down here for the Eagles, deep in their own territory. Snap back, fake the handoff. Boris looking right, going to throw it right. The catch made right at the sticks and forward for about 2 yards. That'll be a borrow for Morrow 1st down. Nice catch on the outside there. That was by Cody Hollenbeck. He hauls that one in up to about the 29-yard line for the Eagles.
Wally, coaches are a little bit upset because those forearms went to the head of Petter out there on the edge. It could have been a targeting penalty, but wasn't.
2 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the first quarter. They don't start the clock back after setting the chains. The Eagles have 2 receivers right, 1 left. Now the clock, nope, clock not running. Snap back to Boris, fakes the pitch, throws it out to the right. Catch made, up past the 30, breaking a tackle and moving forward to about the 32-yard line. For the Eagles, look to be Espinoza. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Eagles.
I think they ruled Petter went out of bounds on that previous play, so that's the reason why the clock stopped then. But again, these little chunks that you're getting, 3-4 yards on 1st down, that's what you want. So you don't wind up in 3rd and long. So if they can do something positive now, then you're in 3rd and short. Maybe you get the 1st down.
2nd and 6. They mark him up to the 33-yard line. Eagles have it. 1.5 left in the first quarter. Clock continues to run. 1 receiver right, 2 left. Now man in motion from the right side. He'll stay in the backfield with Boris. Hand it off. Petter will follow Hollenbeck to the left side, up past the 35 to about the 37-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 3 and bring up 3rd and 2 for the Eagles.
This is where you want the Georgetown Eagles offense to kind of operate in the 3rd and shorts after getting good positive yards on 1st down, positive yards on 2nd, make it manageable 3rd downs. You don't want to leave them 3rd and longs like it was last drive. Excellent completion to Hollenbeck on the edge to convert, but this is ideal. Playbook's wide open.
3rd and 2 from the 37-yard line. 45 seconds remaining first period. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Petter to the left of Boris. Back, snap back. And now, not sure what was called there. There's a flag on the far side. There's the first penalty of the ball game for the Eagles that gets accepted, and that's a false start penalty. That's a killer. Instead of 3rd and 2, it's 3rd and 7.
That is a big penalty, and we talked about those before, those pre-snap penalties, those penalties after the whistles. Coaches don't really mind some effort penalties, but those penalties that are mental errors, those just make coaches crazy.
42 seconds remaining in the quarter. Eagles have two receivers right, one to the left. Petter in the backfield with Boris off to his left side. Near side hash mark. 3rd and 7 from the 32. Snap back to Boris. He's looking across the middle, and now he hits the Holubeck across the flat. Nice tackle made there by Damarian Gilbreth, and that stops Holubeck at the 35, so that's going to bring up 4th and 4 for the Eagles, and here comes the punt team.
Yeah, this is not really the area where you want to chance going for it on 4th down in your own end of the field, especially to the negative side of the 40. This is a smart call to punt this ball away.
But do pay attention. Jaheim Dowd is the up man in the punt formation. The Eagles have to go 3 yards. It's 4th and 3 from the 36. They've got to get to the 39-yard line.
Don't let this clock run out.
3 seconds remaining, and the clock runs out for the end of the first quarter here in College Station at Cougar Stadium. College Station leads it 14-7 over Georgetown. Quick timeout.
Jason Chance Tompkins Memorial Broadcast Booth is brought to you by JMTs. JMTs provides custom apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMTs to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555.
The second quarter brought to you by G-Town Lumber and Supply. G-Town Lumber and Supply serves general contractors, subcontractors, and the do-it-yourselfers, specializing in dimensional lumber, decking, siding, door and windows, hand-hewed timbers, KDAT lumber, and corbels. Hometown service like none other. Visit us 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, or visit the website www.gtownlumberandsupply.com. The second quarter begins with Georgetown, a 4th and 3 from their own 36-yard line, trailing by 7 to the College Station Cougars. And the Cougars have a man deep, standing about his own 31, 32-yard line. That's number 15. That is Peyton Cashin. Back to punt is number 37, Brady Mann. Jaheim down the up man, snap back to Mann. He'll get the punt away. And it is a short punt, lands about the 40, and it checks up, and it goes backwards, and the Eagles look at it and finally down it at about the 45-yard line. College Station takes over, 1st and 10 at their own 45 with a 7-point lead.
Well, this is going to be a big series for this Eagle defense, and basically wasn't really a turnover. They have to punt the ball away. But College Station has the ball back without Georgetown being able to put any more points on the board. So this is a big defensive series for the Eagles right now. 2
receivers left for the Cougars, none right. Hayden Martinez-Brown in the backfield gets the handoff, falls forward to about the 47, trying to rip it out. Where's that penalty? They just grab Cole Mitchell and throw him while he's trying to make a tackle. Grab him from behind.
Yeah.
You can't just tackle defenders, but it's going to be a 5-yard gain up to midfield. And a 2nd and 5 for the Cougars.
Apparently you can.
Yeah. Back on a dump pass into the hands of Cashin, and he'll go forward. He's taken down there by Garrett Lloyd into Georgetown territory at the 41-yard line. Maiden paid for that one, though. He got taken down hard on that little dump pass. It's a 1st and 10 at the 41 of Georgetown for the Cougars. Snap back, and now a flag must have come down. Nope, they're going to call a timeout. Coach Chuck Griffin's going to take his first time out of the ballgame. 11-19 left, second quarter, 14-7. Cougars lead the Eagles. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
Extra points, field goals in the second quarter are sponsored by G-Town Lumber and Supply. G-Town Lumber and Supply, located at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, serves general contractors, subcontractors, and do-it-yourselfers. We specialize in dimensional lumber, decking, siding, door and windows, hand-hewn timbers, KDAT lumber, and corbels. Hometown service like none other. Visit us at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, or visit our website at gtownlumberandsupply.com.
broadcast booth, Cougar Stadium in College Station, Texas. 11-19 left second quarter, 14-7. The Cougars lead your Eagles. They have a 1st and 10 at the Georgetown 41. One receiver right, one left. Martinez Brown in the backfield beside Arrington Maiden. Vela goes in motion right, handed off to Martinez Brown. The right side cuts up past the 40, and a block there opens it up, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. That was a nice block in the back, right in front of the field judge. He didn't make the call. It's a 41-yard touchdown run for Aiden Martinez Brown.
The taunting was nice, too. Standing there running down the field, pointing at the guy, but whatever. And the blocking by this College Station offensive line is dominant.
A 55-yard touchdown drive gives the Cougars a 13-point lead, pending an extra point here to make it 14. Stastny gets the kick away, and it is up, and it is good. 11-11 left, second quarter. Georgetown trails it 21-7. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues on the SHN Network in just a moment.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Georgetown Eagle football, because just like the Eagles, the fight at Oak Ridge never dies. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Here in the G-Town Lumber and Supply second quarter. Gustavo Lopez will tee it up to kick it away for the Cougars. They lead it 21-7 over Georgetown. 11-11 left here in the first half. In the first half. Talk about the size of that offensive line. The center, Christian Lopez, 5'10", 205 pounds, but you got some other big boys. 6-footer DeAndre Harwell, 266 pounds, 6'1", 285, Richard Cuevas. Those some big boys there for the College Station Cougars. We can look at their names here in a little bit. But no matter what right now, their offense is in control, 21-7. Kick up by Lopez, a high deep kick. It'll be fielded at the 8-yard line by Petter. He'll come up past the 20, makes a man miss, and then all of a sudden it looked like the turf monster got him about the 27-yard line. And the Eagles will have it 1st and 10. See where they mark it. They'll mark him down right at the 27. Well, the Georgetown offense has to get going again, Kelly.
Wally, I know this is only 53 seconds into the second quarter, but this is an enormous drive for Georgetown here.
Eagles come out with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Von Espinoza, the lone receiver right. Petter moves to the left side of Boris. Middle of the field at the 27. Snap back to Boris. He's looking right. Across the middle, catch made. And up past the 35. That's Cody Hollebeck. His helmet comes off in the tackle. He'll be right about the yard to gain. They're going to give Georgetown the first down. And that'll be a Gamparo Fermaro first down up to the 37.
Nice pass there, but there's not a lot of window there for these throws to get, but Noah has put a couple of them in there.
A nice catch there by Hollebeck. 10:50 left here in the second quarter. Clock still running. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter to the left side of Boris. Near side hash mark. Ball goes back to Boris. Looking left, throws it out left, and it's just outside the reach of Von Espinoza. Boris had to get rid of it there. Incompletion will bring up 2nd and 10.
It looked like he tried to throw the ball with some anticipation before Espinoza broke out of his route, but either Espinoza ran the route too deep or Boris didn't get enough under the throw. You see the incompletion there.
It's kind of what I thought he did, is Espinoza maybe went a yard or two too deep. He makes that turn a yard shorter. That ball's right on his hands. 2nd and 10 from the 37. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Morris gets a snap back. He'll fake the handoff to Petter. Quick pass out in the left flat. Hollebeck makes a man miss, dives forward. He'll be a yard short. It'll bring up 3rd and 1 up to the 46-yard line.
At this point in the field, down 14, you know this is 4-down territory if they don't convert on this 3rd and short here. So
Weisheimer comes in on the right side of the line at the tight end position. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Back pitch it to Petter. He comes to the right side. He's looking to throw, and he throws it downfield. Hollenbeck makes the catch inside the 25. Drags his man inside the 20. Almost breaks out of that tackle, but it'll be a borrow for Morrow first down inside the Smoothie King red zone.
Wally, and the cornerback had Hollenbeck wrapped up about 12 yards down the field, but he was able to get out of it.
I wondered if you saw that. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Quick pass out to the flat. Make a man miss. Touchdown, Georgetown. Yvonne Espinoza. Nope. Cody Hollenbeck. Hey, I dropped too early, coach. It ain't going to happen to you. Get me the ball. And he takes it in for the 18-yard touchdown for the Eagles, and they cut it back to a 7-point deficit.
A couple of new wrinkles for this offense tonight, some plays that we haven't seen earlier in the year, and Coach talked about that not only in the pregame interview but also in the interview at the coaches show about just adding something every week. So we've seen a couple of new things by this Georgetown team.
G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point attempt. Boris gets the snap down. The kick is away by Aaron Guzman, and it is good. And with 9:58 left here in the first half, College Station 21, Georgetown 14. Eagle football continues in just a moment.
Extra points, field goals in the second quarter are sponsored by G-Town Lumber and Supply. G-Town Lumber and Supply, located at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, serves general contractors, subcontractors, and do-it-yourselfers. We specialize in dimensional lumber, decking, siding, door and windows, hand-hewn timbers, KDAT lumber, and corbels. Hometown service like none other. Visit us at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, or visit our website at gtownlumberandsupply.com.
Football Booster Club scoring drive summary by Holden Tuma.
That's 5 plays, 73 yards, a minute 13 seconds, capped off by the 18-yard pass to Cody Hollenbeck for the touchdown. We're seeing a lot of RPOs in this first half. It seems like they went into this game thinking they had an advantage, reading the defense. Am I going to hand it off to Petter? Am I going to throw it mostly to Hollenbeck? And it's worked.
Syntex shirt and embroidery kickoff will come at the foot of Aaron Guzman with 9:58 left in the quarter. And Guzman will boot it away. A little bloop kick over the front two lines, bounces and checks back. And a smart play there by Connor Bright to jump on that one. He falls on it. Otherwise, it was in the same scenario of Georgetown. You're going to let it hit and roll around. You may lose it. So College Station will take over 1st and 10. It'll be at their 25-yard line, 26-yard line.
A couple of gunners picked up their speed a little bit when that ball hit the ground, and they had a little backspin on it. Tried to get there.
Now they'll mark it at the 25, so just like a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 25-yard line. They lead by 7. 9:57 left in the second quarter. Now a discussion. Coach Griffin out on the field. There's a problem at the 40-yard line where that kickoff came from. There's it may have been where it interfered with Guzman's plant foot. The turf is coming up.
Turf is torn.
Yeah, right there on the field. So while they try to figure this out, they're going to have to get some assistance on the field to try to take care of that. We'll take a quick break. Georgetown Eagle football continues in a moment.
Kickoffs are brought to you by Syntex Shirt and Embroidery. At Syntex Shirt and Embroidery, we offer a variety of unique custom clothing and gifts, as well as personalized embroidery for gifts, schools, fundraisers, businesses, and more. Whether you need 1 shirt or 100, there are no minimum order amounts on any custom pieces. Ask about our military discounts. Stop by our shop at 1911 North Austin Avenue, Suite 103, and check out our in-stock Spirit apparel. Visit our website at www.syntexshirt.com, the official outfitter of First Responder Broadcasting. Starting lineups are brought to you by Aesthetic Dentistry of Georgetown. The mission and purpose of our aesthetic dentistry team is to help provide a quality life with healthy and beautiful smiles. We want to develop relationships with our patients and always provide an amazing experience for them. Let us help you determine if a highly trained cosmetic dentist is the best option for your smile. We're located at 3622 Williams Drive, Building 2 in Georgetown, Texas. Visit our webpage at www.aestheticdentistrygt.com or call 512-819-9100. The Jason Chance Tompkins Memorial Broadcast Booth is brought to you by JMTs. JMTs provides custom apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMTs to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555.
Back here in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, College Station, Texas, 21-14. College Station leads it over Georgetown. JMTs provides customized apparel and promotional items to small business, schools, and nonprofits. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. www.jmts.com. Proud sponsors of First Responder Broadcasting and the Jason Chance Tompkins Memorial Broadcast booth.
Wally, it looks like a little strip of turf came up, and I think that tripped Aaron up a little bit on that kick, but it worked out okay. Now they're trying to get that repaired. That could be an issue for somebody running down the field for sure.
So a lot of work being done out there. Coach Griffin coming out laughing. He and Coach Pryor meet outside about the 40 near the umpire, shaking hands and kind of giggling about it. But, yeah, it's obvious that it could have made a big effect. That could have been a reason. I don't think the way Guzman approached that kickoff, it didn't look like he was trying to pooch that kick. It looked like he was going to try to hammer it near side as deep as possible. But important there nonetheless for both teams. You don't want their kicker, Gustavo Lopez, you don't want him getting hurt. You don't want Guzman losing footing and twisting an ankle or anything like that with any kind of injury. And so you want to make that right, and hopefully they can get that fixed up and patched up. And but it can change the aspect, because what if a running play goes through there? I mean, it can affect all parts of this game.
Well, and the way this turf is installed, it's multi-layers. So if they can't just rip that piece of turf up, call it a day, that could be a trip hazard, because this turf, like in a grass field, real grass field, if a divot comes up, it's not that big of a change to the surface level of the playing surface. With this artificial turf, though, that would leave a pretty significant gap that somebody could very well step in, trip in, get injured.
And take a look at what they did to it. I'm not sure what all they put down, but it looks like they've tried to close that little patch up. But we'll see how that affects the rest of the ball game. But it looks like Georgetown's going to settle for that kick. They won't re-kick this one. So the Cougars will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Is it athletic tape?
They were pouring something on it out of a bag.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it wasn't taped down.
That's odd.
So we'll see. The Cougars come out on the offensive side now. They have one receiver left, none right. Baden under center. They'll put a man in motion to the left side. He'll turn around, take the handoff, but there's a flag on the far side. And it looks like it's going to be a false start on the Cougars. We'll see what the umpire has to say.
False start. Offense. 78.
So a false start whistled on number 78, John Williams. That'll back the Cougars up, their first penalty of the ball game. It'll be 1st and 15 now from the 20. 9:55 left here in the first half.
Not that it's a big deal, but it should be 9:57, because the clock should have never started. They let 2 seconds run off.
Keeper up the middle. Leggett can't get the tackle, and now Maiden will slide down. Be marked down at the 33, so a big gain there on a 1st and 15. That'll bring up a 2nd and about 4 or 2nd and 2 now for the Cougars. Handed off in the backfield. That's the Wilson Stapp again. He'll pick up enough for a College Station first down up to the 39 of Georgetown.
Wally, you see the strength of some of these kids, because both teams are ripping at the football. It hasn't popped out yet. That's something to keep an eye on, though.
Baden turns around, hands it off to Stapp again to the left side. He's hit bottled up. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard. They'll give him 1 yard up to the 40. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9 now for the Cougars.
Got to be careful on defense. Alex Wilson, number 25, came in and kind of jumped on that pile a little bit late. And the last thing you need right now at this point is a 15-yard penalty for unnecessary roughness.
Now Aiden Martinez-Brown will come back in. Wilson Stapp will come out. A late substitution. You'd like to see Georgetown sub someone in last minute there to delay this one. But now the Cougars have it 2nd and 9 from the 40. Maiden looking to pass, dumps it out, a little floater into the left flat. Catch made, and he's hit. Taken down up to the 45. Catch made by Jackson Verdugo. That will bring up a 3rd and 4 now for the Cougars.
Saw some of Michael Valenta's athleticism because he was lined up on the left side of the football, came over and made the play, was in on making that tackle over there. Big 3rd down here.
8:20 left in the 2nd quarter. Clock runs. 2 receivers right, 2 left for the Cougars. Back to Maiden. He's looking right. He's going to throw it up right and has a man wide open in midfield up to the 45, and the hit drops the receiver down at the 43-yard line of Georgetown. A 1st down for the Cougars.
It was complete off coverage there. It's just kind of surprising on such a short conversion. They played 10 yards deep, didn't crash the route, and easy pitch and catch.
8:05 left in the quarter. Hayden waits for a receiver to move to the right side. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Turn around, hand it off. Martinez-Brown right up the middle, splits the gap. Finds a little hole there and gets all the way forward to the 37-yard line of Georgetown. That'll bring up 2nd and 4 now for the Cougars.
When the defense can't get any penetration on these run plays, then the running backs are able to get a head of steam up before they even get to the line of scrimmage, and they're having good gains because of it.
2nd and 4. Baylor comes in motion to the left. Turn around, Hayden. Martinez-Brown, no, pass. Catch made inside the 25 and taken down inside the 20 by O.C. Presley. The catch was made by Jackson Verdugo. Another 1st down in the red zone for the Cougars.
They've been very efficient on offense, that's for sure.
Down to the 17 of Georgetown. Cougars getting the call in. They've got 2 receivers right, 2 left. Baylor back in motion to the right side. Hayden turns around, hands it to Wilson Stapp. He's stacked up at the line. Michael Valenta grabs him, is not going to let go, picks him up off the ground, and he'll be whistled down. They're going to give him a 1-yard gain to the 16-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Cougars.
Is Valenta lining up in a linebacker position?
I can't figure out where.
Middle, he's in the middle linebacker spot.
Empty backfield for Arrington Maiden. Now a late call comes in from Stony Pryor. 2 receivers left, 2 right, 3 left. 2nd and 9 for the Cougars. Maiden, quick pass out the left flat, off the hands of the receiver, Peyton Cashin. It's incomplete. And now a flag comes in on the Eagles. It was a battle downfield. Number 71, the lineman Harper Hall, was about 10 yards downfield. It looks like they're going to throw an unsportsmanlike. It's either going to be on Hayden Hall, on Harper Hall or Luke Holly. See who they call it on here, but it would have been a 3rd and 9 on the incompletion.
They were both going at it out there on the edge, and the
so instead of 3rd and 9 at the 16-yard line, they're going to give an unsportsmanlike conduct. They said number 13. Landry Leggett. I thought it was Luke Holly over there with number 71, Harper Hall. Coach Griffin about 15 yards out on the field.
No, it was Leggett.
Was it Leggett?
Yeah, I went back to check.
And so the big penalty after that gives them a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line of Georgetown. Well, a costly penalty there for the Eagles. Hayden gets a shotgun snap, hands it off. Wilson Stapp, but he's stacked up at the 10-yard line. That's going to be a big loss all the way back to the 10. They're going to give him forward momentum to the 9. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal from the 9.
Luke Butch got in there very quickly and was able to stop that run before it could get anywhere, and that's what we were talking about just a little bit earlier. When you can get penetration into that backfield and throw off that running game, it changes everything. So trying to get that deep penetration by the defensive line and linebackers on some run blitzes is important.
2nd and goal from the 9. Shotgun snap back. Hand it off. Step. Stutter step. And he'll get into the end zone easily. No, Tony Hamilton. I apologize. Tony Hamilton was in the backfield. He gets the 9-yard touchdown for the Cougars. And with 6:01 left 2nd quarter, they expand their lead back up to 13, pending the extra point attempt.
Boy, that was an efficient offensive drive, and the Eagles were just on their heels on defense that whole drive.
And costly there. Instead of 3rd and 9, it's a 1st and goal for the Cougars, and that's a costly penalty on the Eagles. Stastny puts up the extra point attempt, and it is good. 28-14, the Cougars lead your Eagles. 6:01 left second quarter. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
If your car, RV, or heavy equipment needs glass to be replaced, Pro Glass can get the job done in no time. Windshield chip repairs in under 30 minutes, no appointment necessary. Our local family-owned business stands behind its work with a limited lifetime warranty for as long as you own your car. Ask about our senior discounts. Pro Glass of Georgetown, located at 2303 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown. We are the Central Texas choice for RV, heavy equipment, and auto glass since 1998.
High School, 6:01 left second quarter, and Kelly, the Eagles need a stop defensively. Can't get it there. A big penalty on 3rd and 9 from the 16 gives the Cougars a 1st and goal at the 8. They capitalize with a 9-yard touchdown run by Tony Hamilton to extend the lead back to 14.
The first drive the Cougars had, they didn't put any points on the board, but every drive since then they've scored a touchdown, and that's a bad formula for Georgetown, so they're going to have to make some adjustments on defense and see if they can stop this running game of College Station in particular.
Yeah, they're averaging 7.7 yards a carry right now. And I'm kind of interested to see that they've really subbed in a lot of guys. It hasn't really been just the number one show all game. They've been using multiple running backs, and all of them have been effective.
So, Gustavo Lopez back to kick it away for the Cougars. Back deep for the Eagles, Gavin Callaway. Andrew Petter, the kick, will be taken at 9 by Petter. He'll come up 15-20, finds a little gap up past the 25, taken down. Past the 25, they'll mark him down. Let's see where they get him. They're going to mark him at the 27. So with 5:56 left here in the second quarter, Georgetown finds himself down 14, and they have it 1st and 10 at their own 27.
So what we have to remember is Georgetown gets the ball to start the second half. So if they can come into halftime down 7, they can take the first drive of the second half and tie the game up. The problem is you're going to have to do that with either stopping College Station or taking the entire rest of the clock on this drive here.
Wally, quick score updates. Cedar Park is leading Glenn 14-10 in the second quarter. A&M Consolidated is leading Eastview 28-0 also in the second quarter.
Petter off to the right of Boris. One receiver right, 2 left. Middle of the field, snap back. Boris swings it out, left flat, catch made. And taken down. It'll be about the 33-yard line. The catch by Hall.
That's Espinoza.
Vaughn Espinoza with that catch. That's a gain of 6. Bring up 2nd and 4 for the Eagles.
And the biggest difference so far in this game is Georgetown's missed a lot of tackles. College Station has not. I don't think anyone has really broken a big one off of a missed tackle.
Snap back, hand it to Petter. He comes right side, bullies up past the 35, up to about the 37. A good spot on the far side will give Georgetown a borrow for Morrow 1st down.
Did they stop the clock?
We should on a 1st down. They haven't.
They're talking about something.
Oh, they're going to spot it on the far side and try to figure out. Now they're going to point a 1st down, so they should stop the clock, and they do it. 5:09. So Petter with the carry gets the 4-yard gain. It'll be a borrow for Morrow, 1st down. Up to the 37. Georgetown has 2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter to the right of Boris. Now Hollybeck in motion. Fake the handoff, quick pass out in the left flat. Espinoza spins out of a tackle, but then quickly taken down at the 41. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6.
You see right there, that quick pass caused the College Station defender to over pursue and miss that tackle, and that's what those passes do with the speed that's on this College Station defense. You've got to use that against them and their over-aggression. You can use that with some misdirection on the offense too. Start that play one way and switch it back the other. We saw it a little bit earlier on that run by Andrew.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter now in the backfield to the left side of Boris. And in motion to the right side is Hollybeck. Hand it off. Nope. Toss it out to Hollybeck in the left flat. And he'll be hit up to the 45-yard line. But a flag out here on the near side, and the line judge on the Cougar side of the field is walking in to talk to the referee. depending on where the flag is, it'll be 3rd and 2 right now on the pass to Hollyback.
I'm glad that second defender didn't get hurt because he came in with the crown of his helmet. Could have hurt his neck over there, but fortunately no injury on him.
A discussion here. Now here comes the other line judge in from the other side of the field. Visiting with the referee. Still no indication of what is going on here.
I think it's going to be a motion penalty. May have had 2 guys in motion.
Currently 4:23 left in the second quarter.
There's no flag on the play. Go to play, throw down.
So no flag on the play. They wave it away. So it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Eagles at the 45-yard line. Got to get to the 47.
But again, this is where you want to be as an offense. You want to be in the 3rd and shorts. You have every opportunity. Last time they were in 3rd and 2, they false started. So they have to remain focused, remain dedicated into the game. Don't let anything external impact you right here.
Clock continues to run now, 4:15 and counting. 1 receiver left, 2 right, Petter to left to Boris, far side hash mark. Now Espinoza in motion. Turn around, hand it to Petter right up the middle. He gets up past the first down marker, up to the 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Borrow from Morrow, first down. For your mortgage needs, remember Matt Morrow, borrow from Morrow. Borrowfrommorrow.com. Eagles have it 1st and 10 at their own 49 with 4 minutes, Kelly.
Nothing tricky about that play. Just you move your guy off the ball. If you're a lineman, fullback comes in ahead of you and get the first down. Good, strong run.
Sedgwick, the lone receiver, right. 2 receivers left. Petter to the left of Boris. Hollyback in motion to the right side. Snap back to Boris. Looking to pass. He's pressured up the middle. He can't get rid of it, and a big sack there. It'll be a big loss. As Boris is trying to get it to Espinoza there in the left flat. But he holds on to it a little too long, and it's back to the 38-yard line. A big loss there. Now, loss of 11 brings up 2nd and 21 for the Eagles.
You'd say throw that ball away, but Noah didn't have time to throw the ball away. Those defenders got back there before he could even get his feet set.
I think a challenge of your defensive line and your offensive line is coming at half to kind of step up and take control of the trenches. 2nd and 21 from their own 38. Morris has 2 receivers left, 2 right. Empty the backfield out to Petter on a swing pass. He's got to make a man miss, but can't. Nice tackle there by Braylon Wortham. Petter taken down after a gain of 2, and it brings up 3rd and 19. Coach Pryor's whistling for a timeout here with 2:52 remaining. He wants the ball back in some time. He wants to get the ball back and try to score again.
Can't blame him.
Why did they stop the clock?
They call timeout.
Oh.
Or rewind 8 seconds. Coach Pryor calls a timeout with 2:52 left in the second quarter. I guess Kelly missed that first time. But you see Coach Pryor wanting to take advantage, Kelly, get that ball back if he can and try to score again before the halftime, knowing Georgetown gets the opening kick in the second half.
Yes.
That broadcast school paying off for you, big guy.
Yeah.
Eagles will have it 3rd and 19 from the 40.
University of Phoenix.
Online. They got to get all the way to the 41 of College Station. So when you see this offense going, you get them going to a 3rd and 2, you get them to a 2nd and 6, and now all of a sudden you get an 11-yard sack, and now Thanks is backpedaling for this offense. A lot of pressure by this defensive line, Holden.
Yeah, and that's what you cannot have against a team this talented. Negative plays, especially one an 11-yard sack. You lose the down, you lose the yards. I think he was trying to wait for another long developing drag route in the flat, but this front for College Station, they sent a delayed blitz, so the linebacker comes flying into the gap that opens in the offensive line. Easy sack.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Petter to left to Boris. Near side hash mark. 3rd and 19. Boris drops back. He's sacked again. All the way back inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Coach Pryor takes another timeout with 2:46 left in the second quarter, and the punt team comes off for Georgetown.
Boy, that offensive line just cannot control the line of scrimmage. This may be a situation where you start looking at a 20 or 21 package, 2 backs back there with Noah in a passing formation, passing down, and leave at least one of them back there to help block, because these defensive linemen are getting in so fast. They're strong and they're fast, and they are winning that battle at the line of scrimmage right now.
If 2nd and 21 wasn't, or 2nd and 21 wasn't bad, how about 4th and 29? I have it 4th and 30 for the Eagles. They've got to get from the 29 all the way to the 41 of College Station. But now Brady Mann has some pressure on him to come in and get a good punt away to at least try to pin back College Station as far as possible, because they're going to have the ball with with about 2.5 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, and the defense, we talked to Coach at the coaching show the other night, talked about in-game adjustments, halftime adjustments. These in-game adjustments they've tried to make have not worked in trying to control this offense or defense for College Station. Now we're giving them the ball back, and we've seen already that they've got 2:46 left. That's plenty of time for them to put some more points on the board, so the defense is going to have to step up.
Alex Ginn set to snap this one back to Brady Mann, the punter. Team down, looks to the far side to get the signal, steps up and calls it out to the line. 2:46 left, second quarter, 28-14. College Station leads it. Brady Mann's punt, shank off the right side of his foot. It'll go out of bounds inside Georgetown territory. That is a generous spot. It did not go out at the 40. It looked about the 43, 44. And now one of their coaches is trying to point up here to the 35. Back to the sidelines, big boy. But Georgetown gives it away to the to the Cougars in their own territory. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line, Kelly.
I talked earlier in the pregame about Georgetown having to play a complete game, and we have seen a lot of mistakes by this Georgetown team that have really cost them, and College Station's taking advantage of them. We'll see if they take advantage of this shank punt.
Snap back to Maiden. He hands it off, pitch to Brown, back to Maiden. He's pressured, throws it up, and the catch is made inside the 20. Trailing behind was Leo Diaz. Nice catch made by the tight end, Xavier Vela. And it'll be inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 at that. See where they get it now, down to the 12 of Georgetown.
Everything's clicking on that College Station side.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Martinez Brown in the backfield. Maiden hands it off to him. He comes to the left side, finds a hole, touchdown. 2:32 left here in the first half. They've blown it open 34-14, pending the extra point attempt. Good play drive.
The only positive you can take out of that is Georgetown's got time to try to put some points on the board.
Or you look at it and say, we really didn't want the ball back, try to eat up the time and just keep them out of the end zone. But a costly drive there, a messed up punt, a shank punt there by Mann. Gives the Cougars great field position as Stastny knocks through the extra point, and the Cougars lead at 35-14. Quick timeout. Eagle football will continue in a moment.
The first quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by Nathaniel Funk, your Leander Georgetown Edward Jones financial advisor at 1640 Highland Falls Drive, Suite 801, Leander, Texas 78641. Learn how he can help with your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com/Nathaniel Funk for more.
Here inside the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth at College Station. 2:32 left in the first half, 35-14. The Cougars lead the Eagles.
Wally, some score updates from other District 11 games. Leander and Hendrickson played last night. Leander comes out on top 41-40 there. The Glen Grizzlies are losing to Cedar Park 14-10 at half. A&M Consolidated is up 42-0 on Eastview at the half.
Gustavo Lopez set to kick it away again for the Cougars. Header on the near side at the 10-yard line. Gavin Calloway stands on the far side hash mark about the 9. Lopez a 10-yard walk up. Trot the last 4 yards and kick it away. Nice deep kick here. Header is going to field it at the 3. He'll come forward past the 10, the 15. A block in the back there. There comes that flag. The costly block, and Fetter breaks it around the outside, up past the 30, 35-40, but all for naught. He stepped out of bounds, they say, at the 32-yard line. But it's going to be a block in the back. It looked like he called it on number 29, Coulter Mikes. Oh, the Eagles will bring that one all the way back inside their own 10-yard line.
Block in the back.
Oh, a big penalty there will back the Eagles up inside their own 10. 2:22 left in the first half.
Wally, you can't see anything but the back of him, and you block him. that can't happen, especially right in front of the white hat.
Ostley wanted that. Now the Eagles going to be pinned back. You know, College Station is going to pin their ears back and come after Noah Boris. The Eagles have it 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line. So a tough go here. The Eagles need to get in that end zone and try to cut this to a 14-point deficit and then get the opening drive of the second half. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap back to Boris, fakes the handoff, quick pass to Espinoza in the flat. Espinoza wanted to run before he made the catch. It's incomplete. He dropped that one. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
It's a good idea, but that drop pass kills the clock again, and the last thing you want to do is give College Station this ball back.
Well, the Eagles, their own 8-yard line, a 2nd and 10 now. Now Xavier Warren, the lone receiver, split right. Yvonne Espinoza split left. Petter in the backfield beside Boris on the right side. Shotgun back. Handed off to Petter left side. He tries to get outside. He's bottled up. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And Coach Pryor will take his last time out with 2:11 left here in the second quarter.
Wally, you see that College Station is able to get pressure on the passing game just rushing 3 or 4 guys. So that leaves their linebackers, all their defensive backs out there to shut down that running game that we've now seen. They made some adjustments, and now they have shut down this Georgetown offense. So Georgetown is going to have to make some adjustments to the adjustments that College Station's already made, much less the halftime adjustments that are going to be made.
I think at half, my opinion, Kelly, is it's going to be gut check time for this Eagle offense and defensive line. They're going to have to change the battle in on the line of scrimmage. Right now, they're getting taken advantage of offensively. Their offensive line's getting run over, and now defensively, they're getting blocked and separated enough to give this Cougar offensive running game holes that you could drive a bus through. And so things are going to have to change up front to get anything reactionary to happen out the rest of it.
Hey, at halftime, you need to feed them raw meat and nails and let them drink motor oil. Let's get this going in the second half.
3rd and 10 from the 8-yard line. 2:11 left in the second quarter. Georgetown backed up. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter to the left of Boris. Snap back. Boris is looking left. He's going to throw it up. The catch made at the 20-yard line. Looked by Hollenbeck, I believe. It was. It's enough for a borrow from Morrow first down. Now a whistle here. They're going to mark him down at the 19-yard line. Catch was made at the 20, and he was hit immediately, it looked like. But they're going to mark it backwards at the 19. Nonetheless, it's a borrow for Morrow first down.
And a huge one at that. They needed it.
He was actually about the 21, Wally.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 19. 1:45 on the clock. It continues to run. 1 receiver right, 2 left. Now man in motion to the right side is Espinoza. Snap back to Boris. Quick pass out in the left flat. Catch made up about the 24-yard line. A battle there, and here comes 6 or 7 defenders. He'll be whistled down at the 24-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Eagles.
You'd honestly wish he'd catch it and just kind of turn out of bounds there to stop the clock. Instead, he cuts it inside. He gets tackled inbounds. The clock keeps going.
So the Eagles have it. 2nd and 5 at the 24. 1:15 on the clock. It continues to run. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Petter to the right of Boris. Far side hash mark. Snap back to Boris. Looks out to the right flat. Dumps it out there. Catch made by Espinoza at the 30. Trying to get out of bounds, and he's held in bounds by Wortham. And here comes the pursuit applied by the Cougars. Madrano and Bellows right behind them. And now a timeout called on the far side by Coach Chuck Griffin. 59 seconds remaining in the first half. The Eagles will have it 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
Extra points, field goals in the second quarter are sponsored by G-Town Lumber and Supply. G-Town Lumber and Supply, located at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, serves general contractors, subcontractors, and do-it-yourselfers. We specialize in dimensional lumber, decking, siding, door and windows, hand-hewn timbers, KDAT lumber, and corbels. Hometown service like none other. Visit us at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, or visit our website at gtownlumberandsupply.com.
Timeout here at the JCT Memorial Broadcast first and 10 for the Eagles up to their own 29-yard line. 59 seconds left. Snap back to Boris. Rolls left, looking left. He's going to have to run with it and does, and he'll slide down about the 31, marking it at the 32-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3, bring up 2nd and 7.
Wise of him to slide right there because he had 3 defenders collapsing on him.
Quickly back to the line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Snap back to Boris. He looks wide right, slings it out wide right. Caught by Hollybeck, and he gets blasted by Wortham. As soon as he makes the catch, it's up to the 37-yard line. Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 2.
Timeout.
Timeout with 26 seconds left. We'll keep it here.
That was a high launch point there by the defender. I'm surprised he didn't get flagged there just because he kind of went at the shoulder neck area on the hit. Led with the arms, but he hit him high. Definitely could see that being a penalty in the future.
They're going to reset the clock to 30 seconds as Coach Griffin called the timeout immediately on the far side. But what a hit there by number 21, Braylon Wortham. I tell you what, you were talking about, Kelly, Georgetown missing some tackles. College Station hasn't missed many at all. They are there to wrap up, and if they get a hand on somebody, here comes help. And that's usually what you see out of this Georgetown defense. So just a mindset change. You love to see what's going to happen at the halftime to see what this Eagle team can turn around. But right now, they are in a battle. 35-14, College Station leads it by 21. Eagles have no more timeouts in the first half. 30 seconds on the clock, and they have it 3rd and 2 at their own 37-yard line. 3 receivers left, none right. Near side hash mark, Petter to the right of Boris. Snap back to Boris. He's looking right. Wide open in the middle field is Weisheimer. No one gets it to him, and Boris is sacked again. Another big loss all the way back from the 37 to the 24-yard line, a loss of 13. I think that's about 4 sacks for a loss of about 89 yards, it seems like. So a big 4th down here, and the Eagles are going to let the clock run.
We have had so many open receivers in the middle of the field, and Noah's not even looking there.
I don't know if it's just he doesn't have time, or he just is seeing Weisheimer was wide open past midfield, had a lot of room to run. But nonetheless, the Eagles get out of here without any more damage. 35-14 at the half. We'll take a timeout. First Responder Broadcasting brings you Georgetown Eagle football here on the SHN Network.
The Jason Chance Tompkins Memorial Broadcast Booth is brought to you by JMTs. JMTs provides custom apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMTs to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555. The halftime show of tonight's game is sponsored by Fine Line General Contractor. Fine Line General Contractor, committed to building excellence and relationships. At Fine Line GC, we're dedicated to meeting and exceeding our clients' expectations in Central Texas. Fine Line offers a wide range of construction services, including budgeting, design assistance, scheduling, project management, and more. Visit our website at finelinegc.com or call us at 512-590-8390. Extra points, field goals in the second quarter are sponsored by G-Town Lumber and Supply. G-Town Lumber and Supply, located at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, serves general contractors, subcontractors, and do-it-yourselfers. We specialize in dimensional lumber, decking, siding, door and windows, hand-hewn timbers, KDAT lumber, and corbels. Hometown service like none other. Visit us at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, or visit our website at gtownlumberandsupply.com.
At the half, and now the Georgettes of Georgetown High School perform. The Georgetown band will perform just after them. We'll bring you those shows, and then after that we'll have halftime stats with Holden here on the SHN Network. Enjoy the band and the Georgettes.
Introduce you to the award-winning Sweethearts of Georgetown, the Georgettes. This year, the Georgettes are celebrating their 50th anniversary. The Georgette officers are Lieutenant Abby Twall, Lieutenant Anna Gomez, And your 2023-2024 Georgette captain is Julia Vickers. The Georgette socials are Mackenzie Fouts, Caitlin Lindell, Ella Lishka, and Addison Rodriguez. Help us celebrate our of the weeks. Social butterflies, Mackenzie Fouts. Officer's choice is Abby Bailey. The Georgette of the week is JJ Rossarelli. And now, watch the Georgettes as they perform a prom routine to Toxic. Georgetown Eagle Marching Band and Color Guard.
stop is home to the historic West End, including Her Majesty's Theater. Please mind the gap. The Northern Line train. The next stop is St. John's Wood. At this stop, you can visit the famous Abbey Road, most associated with the Beatles. Please mind the gap. Please mind the gap.
Holden's first half stats and the third quarter are brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company is a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and cowgirls produce some of the best tasting meat that the First Responder Broadcasting team has ever eaten. Thank you, Graham & Sons, for your support of our broadcast of Georgetown Eagle football. Eagle fight never dies.
Here live at the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth on the campus of College Station High School. In College Station, we're at the half, 35-14. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. They are a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and crazy cowgirls. Tell you what, they produce some of the best eaten meat that we've tasted ever here on the First Responder Broadcasting team. They bring you halftime stats with Holden. Holden, the stats don't look very pretty for the Georgetown Eagles. Talk to us.
Yeah, it tends to happen. Down 21 at half. Noah Boris, 19 of 24, so we got a high completion percentage, but because it's such short throws, he's only averaging 6.5 yards an attempt, 156 yards. He's got 2 touchdowns. Andrew Petter, 10 carries, 32 yards, 3.2 yards a carry. That's pretty easy math with 10 carries. Hollybeck's got 10 catches, 115, and a touchdown. So they've really involved him in the passing attack, but it's all short game, and it's long, sustained drives, which you really can't rely on down 21 at half.
3 or 4 big sacks of Noah Boris. That's a huge deficit for this offense as they find themselves down 21 at key points. Some big penalties for this team. What about the stats on the offensive side of the ball for the Cougars?
Yeah, so, I mean, on Georgetown, that's kind of been the key of the first half, poor execution. But, yeah, offensively for College Station, 173 rush yards, almost 8 yards a carry for them, 5 rushing touchdowns. Martinez Brown's got 11 carries, 107 yards, and 3 touchdowns. They're averaging 8.2 yards a play. And the biggest difference is the missed tackles. College Station is not missing any tackles. We're not breaking anyone. We're not getting them out in space, making someone miss, and gaining additional yardage. The first man to the ball makes the play every time. And on our end, the first guy to the ball needs help, especially against someone as talented as number 1, Martinez Brown.
I tell you what, Kelly, Martinez Brown was phenomenal in the playoff game last year where College Station eliminated the Georgetown Eagles, and he continues to have a dominant performance against this Eagle team. But you said it early in the first half, and it rings so true here at halftime. Tackling, probably maybe the best tackling high school team I've seen in a long time. These guys, the first guy is on top of the tackle, and he has help quickly thereafter to shut things down. And against a team like this, you can't be dropping any passes. You can't be giving up sacks. This offense is going to have to make some changes.
Right, and they're going to have to do some things that College Station hasn't seen on film. There's got to be some new plays dug out in this second half. I anticipate there will be some adjustments. We were talking a little bit earlier. It seems like to us up here, of course, we're not coaches, but it seems like the middle of the field may be an option in this second half because we have seen receivers open in the middle. We'll see what kind of adjustments they make. But this is a lead where at the half the coaches can't tell these guys you're not going to get it back on one play. They have to, and I'm sure the conversation is going something along those lines. You can't get it back on one play. Get the ball back. Cut this lead down a little bit. But right now, this Eagle team is on their heels, and they're going to have to do something to change that.
Key penalties, Holden played a part in that. A surprising it's been going on both ways in the sense of some after-the-whistle activities, but Landry Leggett gets called for a big unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Instead of 3rd and 9, it's now 1st and goal. They score 2 plays later. A false start on 3rd and 2 gives you 3rd and 7. All of a sudden, we're back at a longer 3rd down to game. We don't get the first down. The ball's turned over. And so it's just these penalties seem to be costing the Eagles, where not a lot of penalties on the College Station side.
Yeah, it's 3 penalties, only 21 yards, but that's the really impact has been the 1st and goals because they're in the red zone. It's half the distance to the goal, takes it from 3rd and 9 from the 16 to 1st and goal from the 8. And then we had the huge block in the back on a very solid return from Andrew Petter on the kickoff, takes him from the 16 again back to the 8 instead of probably, I think, at the 35 or 40.
32 is
32,
where they called
yeah.
him out of bounds. And
so that's a huge swing.
And the thing is there, it goes from a penalty that says a penalty for 8 yards. My thing is you need to calculate that from the ball would have been at the 32. We're now at the 8. That's a 24-yard penalty.
Yeah.
You talk about instead of 3rd and 9, at the 16-yard line. It's first and goal at the 8. So the penalty was only 8 yards. It's a 15-yard penalty, but nonetheless, it gives you a first and goal at the 8-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 9 and having to try to get a first down or score a touchdown, maybe forcing a field goal there. So costly mistakes at the wrong time have really bogged this offense backwards.
Yeah, we said in the pregame show that you can't have the mental errors, and we've seen that. Some of this score differential is because of the mental errors that Georgetown has made. A lot of this score differential is just because College Station is just winning at the line of scrimmage in that first half and just manhandling this Georgetown offense. And then the defensive side of the ball, we get very little pressure on the quarterback. He is able to run the offense like he wants to, and we've been unable to throw any kinks into that at all. So they've just been rolling. We stopped them on that first drive that they had. No points on that first drive. But after that, it has just been a feast for their offense. And we've got to do something to try to get back into this game. We get the ball back to start the second half, and it is so important. They have to put points on the board in this first drive in the second half. But I would be very leery. Coach Coach Pryor is very much about some tricks. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if College Station comes out in this second half and tries something on the kickoff to try to get the ball back to start the second half.
I mean, they don't have a lot to lose from it. Up
Nothing
21. I mean, you get the ball back. That's super deflating, super disheartening for the Georgetown side.
Yeah, even if you give Georgetown the ball at midfield, the defense for College Station has been able to stop our offense after those first couple of drives where we put some points on the board, and they, like you said, Holden, they really have nothing to lose by trying some trickery on that opening kick of the second half. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Coach Pryor calls something like that.
You talk about this running game for the Cougars, not just Aiden Martinez-Brown. You had Wilson Stapp in there doing some good things. You had Tony Hamilton on a couple big carries. He got a touchdown on one of his carries as well. And so different looks, different people, all having the same effect. This rushing game for the Cougars, tough to stop tonight. Halftime with Holden, brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. More Eagle football on the SHN Network.
If your car, RV, or heavy equipment needs glass to be replaced, Pro Glass can get the job done in no time. Windshield chip repairs in under 30 minutes, no appointment necessary. Our local family-owned business stands behind its work with a limited lifetime warranty for as long as you own your car. Ask about our senior discounts. Pro Glass of Georgetown, located at 2303 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown. We are the Central Texas choice for RV, heavy equipment, and auto glass since 1998. The halftime show of tonight's game is sponsored by Fine Line General Contractor. Fine Line General Contractor, committed to building excellence and relationships. At Fine Line GC, we're dedicated to meeting and exceeding our clients' expectations in Central Texas. Fine Line offers a wide range of construction services, including budgeting, design assistance, scheduling, project management, and more. Visit our website at finelinegc.com or call us at 512-590-8390. Jason Chance Tompkins Memorial Broadcast Booth is brought to you by JMTs. JMTs provides custom apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMTs to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555.
here live at College Station High School. While we wait for the Cougar band to finish, we'll take you live to the field and let you listen in to a little bit of the marching band.
The band directors are John Seal and Michael Dixon. Color guard director is Laura Nolan, and the sixth elite is the trumpet section. The band appreciates the support of our director of fine arts, Eric Eats, and fine arts administrative assistant, Linnell Green. And boom sauce to Mr. Grimes, head principal at CSHS. The Cougar band would like to wish the Georgetown High School band great skill and inspiring performance this season. Have a wonderful Lone Star State weekend.
Back here live at College Station High School. The teams have taken to the field. Georgetown will receive the opening kick of the second half as we go to the third quarter. It is brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Here, third quarter action. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and cowgirls produce some of the best tasting meat the first responder broadcast team has ever eaten, and we are sure appreciative of it. Some of the best barbecue ever been brought into that booth this year. Now, the Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company, cow-calf operation in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Eagle fight never dies. Thanks so much to Austin Graham of Austin Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. We go to the third quarter, 35-14. We have talked about it over and over. Changes have to come for this Eagle team. They're going to get the ball to start the half. How do they respond to the adversity? Down by 21. And they have got to operate under pressure here for the second half to try to get back into this ball game quickly.
Yeah, a lot of the first half was kind of them getting in their own way. Not great execution, some penalties and crucial spots, some punts that were not very good from the special teams, gave College Station very short fields, and they're already explosive enough as is. And so we're really going to have to see a massive uptick in the execution level and the focus level. And the coaches in the halftime, they can't, again, you got to play like it's 0-0. You can't play like it's 21 down, because then your emotions can start to take over. You get some frustration building, and more penalties is not what this Eagles offense needs.
Gustavo Lopez will tee it up to kick it off to your Georgetown Eagles as they wait. I tell you what, I think you're right, Kelly. I think you have to be prepared for that onside kick. Georgetown has 9 men forward. Now a couple of mid-range return men drop back, but you've got 7 forward for this team expecting anything from Coach Tony Pryor. Gustavo Lopez will walk up about 4 yards, trot up the last 5, and he'll boot it away. A nice high kick right down the near side hash mark, caught by Petter at the 12, up past the 20, 25. He'll break forward past the 30, and the Eagles have the good starting field position here. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 32.
Wally, it's going to be really important, like we talked about during the halftime, for Georgetown to come out. Just patient drive. Got to be patient at this point. You can't get too excited. You can't get too down. You have to come in and run your offense, maybe throw some new wrinkles that College Station hasn't seen on film. So it will be interesting to see what kind of adjustments the coaching staff made at the half.
Eagles have 2 receivers right, a tight end to the right side of the line, no receivers left. Now haul you back in motion to the left. Snap back, Boris hands it off to Petter to the right side, and he's dropped after a 2-yard gain up to the 34, brings up 2nd and 8 for the Eagles. So Petter with a tough 2-yard run there. And the Eagles back quickly to the line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter to the left of Boris, near side hash mark. Shotgun snap back to Boris. He turns, quick pass out to the left flat, caught by Espinoza, but hit immediately, taken down by Wortham up at the 37-yard line. That'll be a gain of 2 more. That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Eagles.
Wally, we've seen those bubble screens that Georgetown's run a lot. We haven't seen them tonight a whole lot, so I'm kind of wondering if they'll throw some of those out there in the second half.
They're going to give the Eagles 3 on that one. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 now. 2 receivers left, 1 tight end off to the right side. Boris gets a snap back, a little wheel route to Petter. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. And the Eagles look like they're going to go 3 and out here to start the second half. Not what they needed, and here comes the punt team.
Again, those edges, that's where the ball keeps going on these pass plays. So 3 plays, now you punt.
Yeah, that looked like a forced throw. If anything, he was double covered because the safety was coming down. It was tight. It was a good ball, but I feel like there would have been a better place to put it, especially with Weisheimer kind of going over the middle. He kind of broke away from the defense right as Boris released the throw.
Peyton Cashin stands at his own 30-yard line. 11:02 left. Brady Mann will get the punt away. This one's a nice spiral punt. Fielded at the 26 by Cashin. He comes left. A block in the back there. I tell you what, number 20 held off there. It could have been a block in the back, and he doesn't throw it. Espinoza had good coverage, and a good job there by William Bradford to avoid that block. But the Cougars have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line to start their first possession.
Well, and we'll see what Georgetown has done defensively now to try to counter some of what College Station has done offensively in the first half.
1 minute 2 seconds of possession time, and now the Cougars have it back. 10:54 left here in the 3rd quarter as they start their first possession of the half with a 21-point lead, 35-14. Harrington Maiden will be up under center. He's got 1 receiver left, none right. The tight end to the right side. Aiden Martinez-Brown in the backfield. Maiden turns around, fakes the handoff. He drops deep. He's looking long across the middle and has a man open. Jaheim Dowd, the ball's underthrown, and now you're going to throw a penalty there on Jaheim Dowd. You don't have to turn your head in high school, but Jaheim Dowd, the receiver, tried to come back a little bit there at the last second, and he's going to draw the 15-yard penalty.
There is a lot of talent on this College Station team, and we see their speed.
Oh, the Cougars will have it 1st and 10 at midfield after the pass interference.
If Dowd gets his head on that ball, that might be intercepted, just given that it was underthrown. But that's the danger you kind of have whenever you get the deep balls, pass interference calls.
Maiden in shotgun formation. Receiver left, one right, handed off. Martinez Brown up the middle. He scats to the right side, picks up 5, now 6 yard up to the 44-yard line of Georgetown. That'll bring up 2nd and 4 now for the Cougars.
I think Landry Leggett got in there on that play, made the initial contact on that stop. But again, a couple of broken tackles in the backfield.
2 receivers right, shotgun formation. Maiden has Brown to his right, hands it to him. He comes left side, and he'll find the outside seam, get outside the 35, inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line. A first down for the Cougars.
And more of the same, really, from the first half. I mean, Martinez Brown kind of running all over us.
Snap back to Maiden. He'll hand it off to Martinez Brown to the right side, and he's hitting the backfield, and he'll not escape that one. He stopped at the 35. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 10, 2nd and 12 for the Cougars.
That's not a phrase we've heard a lot while we're on defense, tackle for loss, but good tackle back there in the backfield, able to get some penetration on that run play like we were talking about, and stopping it before it can blow up.
Caleb Rieger, a good job of maintaining his end side there and keeping Brown contained. Maiden looking long. He's going to throw it up. A battle with Leo Diaz and the receiver. It's batted up in the air. Good defense there by Leo Diaz. And it's incomplete, and it looks like the receiver is down for the Cougars in the end zone. Can't see who that is. Number 0, that's Jackson Verdugo. He's taking his time. He's not getting up. That incompletion will bring up 3rd and 12 now for the Cougars.
Boy, you do not like seeing that.
Verdugo stays down and will take a timeout as Coach Stoney Pryor heads all the way across. And a penalty on the Cougars. So instead of 3rd and 12, it's going to be 2nd and 22 for the Cougars. And we'll still take that timeout as Verdugo is still down for College Station. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
Holden's first half stats in the third quarter are brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company is a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and cowgirls produce some of the best tasting meat that the First Responder Broadcasting team has ever eaten. Thank you, Graham & Sons, for your support of our broadcast of Georgetown Eagle football. Eagle fight never dies.
Back here at College Station, 2nd and 22 for the Cougars. Verdugo able to walk off on his own power, kind of limping there as he comes off to the near sideline. Maiden looks to throw it. Now he's going to be pressured in the middle. Nice hit. Oh, baby, what a hit there. That was Chance Kelly coming up in the middle. As soon as the receiver got his hands on the ball, Kelly lit him up, knocking the pass incomplete, and it'll bring up 3rd and 22.
Michael Valenta causing the pressure back there on the quarterback. Got a good hit on the quarterback just as he released the ball, and the quarterback's kind of trying to shake that hit off.
Well, the incompletion, 3rd and 22 from the 45. 9:34 left in the quarter, handed off. And here comes Martinez Brown, and he finds a gap, and he breaks 2 tackles, and he's going to take it to the house. There's another taunt, like you were talking about, Kelly, by Verdugo here on the near side, and all he does is get warned. Number 8, Jake Pivito.
There was a blindside block, too, on Chance Kelly.
Now a man down for the Eagles as Coach Pryor out there quickly to check on the Eagle down, but nonetheless a 45-yard touchdown run for Aiden Martinez-Brown. Quick timeout. Eagle football comes back in just a moment.
Extra points, field goals in the second quarter are sponsored by G-Town Lumber and Supply. G-Town Lumber and Supply, located at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, serves general contractors, subcontractors, and do-it-yourselfers. We specialize in dimensional lumber, decking, siding, door and windows, hand-hewn timbers, KDAT lumber, and corbels. Hometown service like none other. Visit us at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, or visit our website at gtownlumberandsupply.com.
Chance Kelly is helped off the field, walking gingerly there across the 50 with Chad Hennessy. And he was the victim of that illegal blindside block that was not called by the referee. That happened right in front of him. So with 9:25 left in the third quarter, the Cougars trying to make it a 28-point lead, pending this extra point by Stastny. Cougars ready to go. The snap is back. It's a high one. Get the snap down. The extra point attempt is on the way, and it is good. So with 9:25 left here in the third quarter, 42-14 is the score. College Station strikes again on their opening drive of the second half. And Kelly, we'll just keep it here to talk about this. The frustrating thing there is this defense gets them back 3rd and 22, and all of a sudden they give up a 45-yard touchdown run to Martinez Brown. You just cannot let that happen.
Yeah, and that sucks the winds out of the sails if there was any wind left in those sails after that first half. But it's just a physical domination by College Station right now, and I don't know what the answer is.
Look, missed tackles. Comes back to missed tackles. 2 guys had Brown in the middle of the field before the first down, and neither of them can get him. And I mean, credit to him. He's a hard runner. He's a very electric, fast runner. He gets one lane, and he's gone. And you saw it right there.
And that's what you hope, though, in that blindside block there on Kent Kelly. At some point, you can't let kids get hurt by plays like that. And so you hope that doesn't get allowed to happen anymore. We've got to make some calls like that. Kent Kelly hopefully is okay as he got helped off by the trainer, Chad Hennessy. But now Lopez approaches and kicks it away. A nice high kick, deep, fielded at the 5-yard line by Xavier Warren. He'll go towards the left side, and he'll be hit and dropped before the 20-yard line. Nice pursuit by the kick team for the Cougars. Tackle made, that's like number 16 there. On the tackle, Thomas Herring. So the Eagles are pinned back behind their 20-yard line to start the second possession of the second half at 9:21 remaining.
I'd like to see some fair catches back there. Save a little bit of time on the clock. Get the ball at 25-yard line, but I guess that's not the plan.
Well, it's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter's in the backfield with Noah Boris. Near side hash mark. Petter moves to the right side of Boris. Snap back to Boris. In the shotgun. He looks left, looks right. He's going to throw it up. There's Weisheimer. And he runs into 2 defenders who are running with him. It's an incomplete pass. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
You're just not seeing a lot of separation from the routes, especially the ones deep down the field. Because at this point, College Station, they're going to give them the flats. You can take the 3-yard catches. We're not going to miss the tackle, and we're going to keep the clock going.
That was the middle of the field.
9:15 left here, third quarter. Trailing by 28, 42-14. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Hollybeck moves in closer on the right side. Snap back to Boris. Boris looking right, looking left, and he throws it right. Caught by Hollybeck, and he's immediately hit. And he's piled up by 3 or 4 defenders, but he's down at the 31-yard line. That'll be enough for a borrow for Morrow first down. Nice play to Cody Hollybeck. The Eagle offense quickly back to the line. 9:05 left. Clock continues to run. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap back to Boris. Fake the handoff. He rolls left. Pressured. He's going to have to get rid of it there again by this defensive line by the Cougars. That pressure applied by number 28. As he finally turns the corner. Let me see it. It's Cole Flanagan, one of the linebackers. So the Eagles have it 2nd and 10 at their 31.
They tried to set up a rollout, but they didn't secure the edge there, so he kind of just rolled right into a blitzing player, and that is not well executed.
1 receiver left, 1 right. 2nd and 10, snap back. Rollout, pitch to Petter. He cuts back up at the 30, and he's hit and stuck right at the 31. No gain, 3rd and 10.
Well, big 3rd down for Georgetown if they hope to get back into this game at all.
3rd and 10 at the 31, 8 minutes, 40 seconds. The clock continues to run here in the third quarter. Brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Georgetown offense looks to the sideline. Now comes set. 3rd and 10. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Header to the left side of Boris in the shotgun. Far side hash mark. Snap back to Boris. Fake the handoff. He's looking left, looking long, and now throws it out the left flat. Espinoza, I believe, came back for that one.
I think it's Hollybeck. Hollybeck again.
It is going to be Hollybeck. He came back and got it. Looks like he got it right at the first down marker. Now the referee over to look at it. Can't make his mind up to see if he's going to call it a first down or not. Where it's spotted by the official, looks like it's clearly a first down, but it looks like a flag was thrown there on the far sideline. So we'll see what this one is.
Holding, defense, number 2.
So a holding whistle there on Marion Gilbert. They'll wave that off and take the result of a play. It's a 10-yard gain.
Nope, they're tacking it on at the end.
Wow. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Instead of Georgetown will have it in College Station territory at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. The borrow from Morrow first down. Snap back, handed off to Vetter, and he's met at the midfield stripe. He'll be gang tackled back there. A loss of 1 brings up 2nd and 11. Oh, Vetter. How many times you say that?
2nd time today, though. Tackle for loss.
Snap back to Morris. Backwards pass to Luke Hawley. He's going to throw it up. He's got a man open. He throws it. It's almost picked off. Nice coverage there by College Station. By number 23. That was Maiden Hurd. He was running with Hollybeck. Nice pass by Holly. But he threw it up, and by the time the ball got to where Hollybeck was running, a couple of defenders there. Now brings up 3rd and 11 for the Cougars, or for the Eagles.
Yeah, the offense just can't get anything going, and you got to attribute a lot of that to this defense by College Station. They just cannot get in any kind of momentum, any kind of rhythm at all.
3rd and 11 from midfield. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Now Espinoza in motion right. Morris back, quick pass out the flat, caught by Davin Sedgwick. He'll go out of bounds about the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 and bring up 4th and 6 for the Eagles.
You got to go for it.
Yeah, I like the play call. I mean, make it a little easier on yourself. Don't try to get it all in one play, but now you got to get it all in one play. Big 4th down.
7:29 left here in the 3rd quarter. Clock stops on the out of bounds tackle of Davin Sedgwick. Now the Eagles back to the line. 4th and 6 from the 45. They got to get to the 39 of College Station. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Snap back to Boris. He drops back. He's looking. He throws one out to the near side. It's hung up, and a read there, and an interception made by number 4. That's Tony Hamilton. Oh, the first turnover of the ball game through the air comes here with 7:22 left in the 3rd quarter. Cougars have it 1st and 10 after that interception. They'll get a yard on the carry there. The clock continues to run. 7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. So an interception thrown by Noah Boris. Gives it back to the Cougars. They have it now 2nd and 9 from the 35. Snap back to Maiden. He'll hand it off to Wilson Stapp. He'll come left side. Breaks another tackle, and now he's running down the sideline. O.C. Presley able to haul him down into Georgetown territory at the 41-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10.
Boy, you just see this offensive line just continues to dominate the point of attack, and that is everything in this ball game.
Harrington sends Martinez Brown in motion. He'll keep it up the middle. A hold there on the line. No flag thrown, and here goes Arrington Maiden, and he'll take it all the way to the house for the touchdown. Now 2 flags come in here at the end, and it's going to be on Peyton Cash, and he knows it as he throws his hands up. But it should have been a hold back here at the line as one of the defensive linemen for Georgetown got pulled sideways right where Maiden ran.
Yeah, it was Michael Valenta got held. If he wasn't so big, it would have been a good tackle.
So it's called on number 13 of the offense. They don't have a number 13. I think it was 15, Peyton Cashin. But it's a 15-yard penalty on an illegal block in the back. So the Touchdown's waved off. It's still going to be a first down inside the 20 for the Cougars. They have it 1st and 10 at the 17 or the 18-yard line of Georgetown. 6.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Hamilton and Martinez Brown in the backfield. Maiden will hand it off to Hamilton, and he's tackled from behind. Nice play there by Cole Mitchell. That'll be for a loss of 1 back to the 19-yard line. Now bring up 2nd and 11 for the Cougars. Nice pursuit there by Cole Mitchell.
Yeah, and you like that these kids haven't stopped fighting yet, but that offensive line for College Station is just dominant.
Maiden looking to throw it up, steps out of pressure. Now he'll scramble to the right. He's going to throw on the run, throws it back to the back shoulder, and a good catch there, and a touchdown for the Cougars. The catch made by Jackson Verdugo in front of Leo Diaz for the in front of Leo Diaz for the touchdown. And the Cougars score again, 48-14. They lead it with 6:07, which can't be right. The clock was 6:07 before, so they didn't even run the clock on that last play. Going to be under 6 minutes now, but 6:07 left third quarter. Stastny on to attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. 6:07 left in the third quarter. 49-14, Georgetown trails by 35 to the College Station Cougars. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
Mesquite Creek Outfitters is located at 704 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown, Texas. Come enjoy a refreshing drink, a light menu, chat with friends, and maybe even shop a little bit. Mesquite Creek Outfitters is the host of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show every Wednesday. The show is live at 6 p.m. at MCO.
Live here at College Station High School in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth. This one's gotten bad enough. Some of the College Station fans are leaving. 49-14, a tough night here for Georgetown. You want to see fight, though, at this point, Kelly. You want these kids to keep fighting. This season is not over. This season is just beginning. The playoffs are not far around the corner. You still have 2 ball games after this one in district play and a lot to play for. But tonight you want to see the fight, not let this get them so defeated that they give up in the middle of this one.
You gotta face adversity, and we knew this was going to be an adverse College Station team to play.
Lopez will kick this one, low line driver. It'll go into the end zone as Warren lets it bounce into the end zone for the touchback. So Georgetown will take over with 6:07. The clock didn't run on that one. That was a good one. Georgetown will take over. 6:07 left third quarter. 1st and 10 at their own 25. So you just got to, at this point, you got to hope that at some point the offense gets clicking. They'll have a few good plays, and then something happens in this offense. They stall out an interception on that last series. So you want to try to see some positive momentum get going for this team.
And Noah's been running for his life a lot, gotten sacked several times. Again, it just speaks to not being able to get any kind of rhythm on the offensive side of the ball.
DeAndre Harwell, the nose tackle. Kick pass out to Hollybeck. He's gang tackled there. A gain of about 5. That'll bring up a second. Well, let's see where they mark him. He's standing in between the 29 and 30. Looks like a gain of 4. Bring up 2nd and 6 for the Eagles. But DeAndre Harwell, the nose tackle for the Cougars, 6 foot, 266 pounds, just wreaking havoc for the Cougars.
A lot of athletes wearing black uniforms tonight. Coach said this was going to be by far the best team we had seen this year, and he was correct.
I am a believer. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Hollybeck in motion. Come near side, pitch it to Hollybeck. He's got a block from Petter. He'll cut up at the 30, breaks a tackle, and gets up to about the 35-yard line. Should be enough for a first down for the Eagles as Hollybeck pushed out of bounds with 5:20 left third quarter. And it is the Borrow from Morrow first down. For your mortgage needs, remember Matt Morrow, Borrow from Morrow. Visit www.borrowfrommorrow.com. 1st and 10 for your Eagles at the 35-yard line. Nice run there by Hollybeck to break that 1 tackle and get forward to the 35 for the first down.
Haven't seen a lot of that, but broken tackles.
Valenta's back in on offense.
1 receiver left, 1 right, tight into the right side of the formation. Petter to the left to Boris. Now Hollybeck in motion again. Snap back. Hand it to Petter. Left side. He gets up. A gain of 5 yards on a run on first down. Maybe 6. They get him up to the 41-yard line. Nice hard running by Petter there. That'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Eagles.
And I'd like to see some tempo. You get a good gain on first down. Throw some tempo in there. Big Mike's going off the field. They ran right behind him on that left side. He was at the tight end position over there on the end of that line, and they ran right behind him.
Tony Hamilton will come out for the Cougars. He lost his helmet on that play. Number 16, Thomas Herring, will replace him. The Eagles have it 2nd and 4 from the 41-yard line. 3 receivers left, none right. Petter in the backfield with Boris on his left side, near side hash mark. Snap back comes at about the 424 mark. Boris fakes the handoff. He's looking, and he's on the run as Harwell chases him. He's going to throw it out of bounds, incomplete. And how that isn't a penalty there. The referee will follow him over and watch it happen and not throw his flag, as number 28, Cole Flanagan, ran Boris 5-10 yards out of bounds. So a good heads-up play by Boris to get rid of it, but more importantly, it's another 3rd down for this Eagle offense.
Again, I don't see any punts in our future.
Yeah, you would hope not.
Not at this point in the field.
Being down 35, you got to just keep trying to get something going on the offensive side. Boris has 3 receivers left, 1 right. Espinoza, the lone receiver, right. Petter to the left of Boris. Snap back to Noah, 4:18 left, 3rd quarter. Quick pass out to the right flat. Espinoza has it for a first down. Quickly tackled there by Braylon Wortham. That's another borrow from Morrow first down right at the 45-yard line.
This is the kind of offense that you would have liked to see consistently in the first half. Whenever the game was kind of closer, the short plays, positive yardage every down, first downs on 3rd and shorts, and continue kind of milking the clock to take away possessions from them while simultaneously driving down the field for us. But obviously, not how the first half went.
3 receivers left, none right for the Eagles. Near side hash mark. Petter to the left of Boris. Snap back, fake the handoff. Petter looking long. Now he's being chased. Runs for his life. Throws it away. Incomplete again. Boris has probably run for about 52 yards just to get away. Yeah. DeAndre Harwell and number 5, that is Cinco de Gear, chasing Boris there.
You have yards after catch in some circumstances. That's panic yardage.
Panic yards before throw.
Run like somebody's trying to hurt you.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 45 for the Eagles. 3:45 left in the 3rd quarter. This 3rd quarter has taken what feels like forever, as the Cougars have wasted no time putting up a couple of touchdowns, and the Eagle offense can't seem to get much going. Warren comes out of the backfield. Empty backfield for Boris. He's looking right. Warren's broken up on his pass, and he's held there. And finally, there comes a flag in. They're going to whistle that on number 32, Liam Pont. As he was holding Warren and kept him from passing him. Warren has that breakaway speed, but Pont may have saved a touchdown there anyway. But it's only a 15-yard penalty, but more importantly, it's an automatic first down for the Eagles.
Now you got to do something with it.
Absolutely.
You're into College Station territory and down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. The borrow for Morrow first down comes at the 3:39 mark of the 3rd quarter.
I've kind of been surprised they haven't been more inclusive of Xavier Warren. We know he has the big playability with his breakaway speed. That was really his first target all game.
Petter empties out, empty backfield. Boris gets a snap back, fakes left. Now he's being pursued right. Throws it up, has Espinoza, but he overthrows him by about 5 yards. So it's an incompletion, brings up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Good idea, but Noah was trying to throw on the move, which he's done before, but just too much under that one.
I mean, it's every drop back essentially. He's having to roll out to the right because the left side of the line is getting beat on every pass play.
Eagles back to the line, 2nd and 10 from the 40. Petter to the left of Boris, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap back, handed off to Petter. He finds a hole up the right side, up the hash marks. He'll fall forward inside the 35, down to the 33. That's a gain of 8, or make it 7. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. The clock ticks under 3:15 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Andrew had to be excited to see that much running room. He hadn't seen it in a while.
Quick pass out. Espinoza unable to haul it in, and that'll bring up 4th and 3. Would have had enough for a first down. That incompletion brings up a 4th and 3 for the Eagles now with 3:11 left in the quarter.
going back to that last play, though, that was the second time Petters ran behind Valenta, who's been kind of pretty much implemented as help blocking these guys as a tight end. And we see a good chunk there, 7 yards. Just wish Espinosa could have held on for the first.
Oh, 4th and 3. The Eagles go for it here from the 33-yard line. They've got to get to the 30 of College Station. Hollybeck in motion to the right side. Hand it off to Petter. He cuts back to the left, and he'll dive forward past the 30 down to the 29, maybe the 28. They'll mark him about the 29. It's a borrow for Morrow first down for the Georgetown Eagles.
Little bit of encouragement there that they keep this drive going. Enormous for this Georgetown team.
2:55 on the clock. It continues to run here in the third quarter. 49-14. College Station leads Georgetown. Two receivers right, tight end to the left end, side of the line. Snap back, and fake the handoff to Petter. Morris looking long. He's got a man across the middle. It's Xavier Warren, and just outside of his reach. That's an incompletion. If he catches that, it's a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd and 10 from the 29 of College Station.
It's the second time, though, they've targeted Warren on one-on-one man coverage with a post, and he's won both the routes, just unable to connect to the ball there. But that's very encouraging for the coaches to see that and take note of that Xavier Warren's becoming more and more of an issue to deal with man coverage one-on-one because of his speed.
One thing you might like to have seen there is at that point just a layout by Xavier Warren. Go out and get that. Try to take a chance at that one, but just outside his reach, and now 2nd and 10 from the 29. Weisheimer in motion to the right side, fake the handoff, throw out to the flat. Hollybeck breaks a tackle, gets a block on the outside, inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. A nice play for the Eagles, and that'll be enough for another borrow from Morrow first down. Inside the Smoothie King red zone, down to the 14-yard line.
Nice determined run by Cody after he caught the ball, and that's what you really like to see, and that's what's kind of surprised us this year with Cody being such a weapon on offense.
Yeah, Cody's got 14 catches for 156 yards and a touchdown. That's over half of Norboris' entire completions.
Inside the Smoothie King red zone, Smoothie King at Wolf Ranch, blending goodness to fuel your greatness. 2:10 on the clock. It continues to run. Two receivers left, one right. Snap back to Morris. He's looking left, now to the middle. Catch made. Inside the 10-yard line, down to the 7. That'll bring up a short 2nd and 3 for the Eagles.
Well, they're putting up a fight. And that's what you want to see in this circumstance.
From the 8-yard line. Morris has two receivers right, two left. Petter to his left. Steps forward and calls that a change. A minute and a half left, third quarter. Snap back to Morris. He's looking up, now throws it up corner of the end zone, but overshoots Weisheimer, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 4 now for the Eagles with 1:29 left in the quarter.
Got to get some points on the board.
So the Eagles make some changes here. Look to the sideline to get the signal. 3rd down and 4 from the 8-yard line. Two receivers left, one right. Petter to the left of Boris in the shotgun. Now Hollybeck in motion to the left. Snap back to Boris, or to Petter. Boris hands it to Petter. He's inside the 5-yard line. That should be enough for a borrow for Morrow first down. Nice hard run there by Andrew Petter. And it will be a 1st and goal for the Eagles. They'll mark him. Looks like it'll be at the 4-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 4. A minute 21 on the clock. Waiting for the clock to start again after the change is set, and it does. The clock will run here. Bunch formation for the Eagles. No receivers right, two just off the left side of the line. Petter to the left of Boris. And now Hollybeck in motion. Snap back to Boris. Hands it, fakes it, hands off to, fakes the handoff, throws it out to Hollybeck. And Cody Hollybeck takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Georgetown finally gets on the board here in the second half with 1:01 left in the quarter. Now a nice play call there. Swings it out to Hollybeck in the left flat after faking the dive to Petter. And Hollybeck takes it in for another touchdown. 49-20. Georgetown trails by 29. Try to make it 28 here on the G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point attempt by Aaron Guzman. Valenta to snap, Boris to hold. The snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up. And it is good. 1:01 left third quarter, 49-21. Georgetown trails it to the College Station.
Holden's first half stats in the third quarter are brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company is a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and cowgirls produce some of the best tasting meat that the First Responder Broadcasting team has ever eaten.
Back here live at College Station, the Georgetown Eagle Football Booster Club scoring drive summary. Holden.
It was a long one, 16 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes, 6 seconds off the clock. Capped off by the 4-yard touchdown pass to Cody Hollybeck, who is
kickoff. Aaron Guzman back to kick it away. 1:01 still left here in this third quarter. Guzman will approach, and he'll kick it away to the Cougars. Fielded at the 11-yard line. Following his blockers, now cuts back to the right side, back to the left side, and taken down right at the 25, making the 26-yard line. The return there by, looks like number 8. Or it could be 0, I can't tell.
I think it was 8.
It is number 8. That's Jake Pivoto.
the backups in, I believe. I think it's number 12 at quarterback now.
That is going to be Cade Corcoran at the quarterback. He's got one receiver left, one right. Empty backfield for Corcoran. Nope, he's under center. He'll turn around and hand it off. Coming to the near side is Stapp. He'll be pushed out of bounds just before the 30-yard line. Luke Hawley on pursuit along with Turbeville. Wilson Stapp on the carry. It'll be up to the 29. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 for the Cougars. And he's hit and taken down. Nice tackle there. Seth Warren in on that tackle, along with one of the Eagles who's still down on the field, and now he's helped up. That's Landry Leggett flying in there to make the tackle. It's a gain of 1 up to the 30 and brings up 3rd and 6 now for the Cougars. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Jackson Verdugo, he'll get a block around the numbers on the outside. Finally pushed out of bounds up around the 46-yard line. A first down for the Cougars.
And they just continue to be able to run their offense, and there's been very little answer by Georgetown on the defensive side of the ball. Again, Holden said earlier on one of the breaks, getting out-athleted.
Corcoran, quick pass out to the right flat. Catch made, but a great job on the far side. Nice tackle there. That one made, trying to catch the number there on the outside. It looks like number 23 for the Eagles, Cooper Werchin. Nice tackle there, no gain on that one. They'll bring up 2nd and 10, but not before the third quarter comes to an end. Quick timeout. Fourth quarter will be brought to you here in just a moment on the SHN Network by the Eaton Corporation. We'll be back. More Eagle football in a moment.
Holden's first half stats in the third quarter are brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company is a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys. Fight never dies.
Quarter of the ball, 2nd and 10 from their own 45. Corcoran gets the snap back. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to run a wide open middle, and he'll come down. He'll slide. That's a generous spot. It's not where he ends his slide. It's where he starts it. They give him 2 more yards up to the 48 of Georgetown. Nice spot there. And instead of 3rd and 5, it's 3rd and 3 for the Cougars.
Once again, the offensive line's washing down the entire pass rush, and it opens up the middle for a QB scramble. Easy 6 yards.
3 receivers left, none right. Corcoran will hand it off to Stapp. He goes to the left side, and he gets hit and drives forward enough to pick up the first down. They'll spot him right at the 45 of Georgetown. That should be just enough for another first down for the Cougars. Wilson Stapp running hard.
There's just no answer. I don't know what to tell you. I can assure you that. But
offensive line for the Cougars. We look at it here. It looks like a lot of their starters still in there. They are going to give the Cougars a first down on that carry by Stapp. Corcoran, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Snap out, throws it out to the right flat. Caught up to the 40-yard line by Jackson Verdugo. Tackled there by Werchen and Boston Johnson.
And if Boston Johnson whips his head around, he picks the ball off. I mean, he read the route the entire way, was hauling over there. Just didn't find the ball in the air.
2nd and 5 for the Cougars. Snap back to Corcoran. Fakes, handed off to Wilson Stapp. He gets tripped up, and now a late flag comes in from the referee. You assume that'll be on Georgetown here, as that was going to be a nice 3rd down stop, or 2nd down stop. It is on the Cougars. It's an offense. He just the signal he gave to the near side line judge made me think he was calling it on Georgetown. The way he kind of punched forward like something had happened, and they call a hold on the Cougars. So instead of 3rd and 5 or 6, it's now going to be 2nd down and 15 for the Cougars. 10.5 minutes left in the ball game.
I saw one of the Georgetown kids come flying in, leading with his helmet, and I thought that may have been what they called, but it was not.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Corcoran in the shotgun has Wilson Stapp off to his right side. Takes the handoff, looking deep. He's going to throw it up, and he's got a man open. Over the shoulder catch. That's going to be, I believe, Jackson Verdugo again.
I think it was number 8.
Nope, it is number 8, Jake Pivito. He makes the catch as he got separation from O.C. Presley there. Makes the catch at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
Just can't take advantage of the penalty that pushed the drive back, and huge conversion there over the air.
2nd time you've had the Cougars in 2nd or 3rd and long, and they pick up huge gains. Snap back, and it's a direct snap into the hands of Aiden Martinez-Brown.
Trying to stat pad a little bit, give him another touchdown.
He stopped at the 9-yard line, a gain of 2, make it the 8-yard line. Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 for the Cougars. And you can bet, after making a run to the state championship game last year for College Station, Coach Tony Pryor's wanting to make a statement statewide.
Right.
He's not wanting to make a statement in our district. He's wanting to let the state know this Cougar team's coming to play and wanting to get back to the championships. Hand off near side. That's going to be Wilson Stapp. And he breaks tackles, runs around, spins around, gets hit, continues to run. And he's 1st and goal inside the 1-yard line for the Cougars. Clock at 9:33. It stops while they set the change. It should start back quickly here, and it does. But now College Station has it 1st and goal inside the 1-yard line.
Looks like they're going to go Wildcat with number 1, Martinez-Brown back there, or maybe 22. I can't really tell who's over the center.
Back to Wilson Stapp. He'll go to the right side, but he's hit and taken down for a loss. Michael Valenta there on the tackle alongside.
There's Boston Johnson again.
Boston Johnson again with Alex Wilson and O.C. Presley in there as well.
It's a good hit.
That'll back him up. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line now for the Cougars. 8:55 on the clock. It continues to run.
Wildcat again.
Now to Martinez-Brown. He comes right side, and he's hit quickly and taken down. Maybe a gain of 1 there. But a nice tackle by Caleb Rieger, finished up by Andrew Urban and Turbeville. Nice tackle there, and it'll be 3rd and goal from the 2.5-yard line, it looks like. Just inside the 3-yard line.
You love to see the defense not giving up, even though they get 1st and goal to 1. They're still fighting back-to-back big plays to stop them, keep them out of the end zone.
Corcoran back in the backfield now. He's in step in motion, hands it to Aiden Martinez-Brown, and he drives it in for the touchdown. If you wanted to pat a stat, that's how you do it right there. You put him in when he gets inside the 10-yard line. He goes to work and puts it in for another College Station touchdown. 55-21. The Cougars lead it with 8:16 left here in the ball game. Extra point attempt will come this time on the foot of Gustavo Lopez. He's the regular kicker. Stasny's the extra point field goal kicker. And now Gustavo Lopez is getting a chance to kick this extra point. The snap is back, the hold's down, the kick is up. Actually looked pretty darn good to me.
Yeah.
They bomb these PATs.
56-21. College Station leads it over Georgetown. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
This season's starting lineups are brought to you by Aesthetic Dentistry of Georgetown. The mission and purpose of our aesthetic dentistry team is to help provide a quality life with healthy and beautiful smiles. We want to develop relationships with our patients and always provide an amazing experience for them. Let us help you determine if a highly trained cosmetic dentist is the best option for your smile. We're located at 3622 Williams Drive, Building 2 in Georgetown, Texas. Visit our webpage at www.aestheticdentistrygt.com or call 512-819-91.
So while we were away, they explained offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties. Number 25, Alex Wilson, whistled for the Eagles, and number 44, Caden Keller, whistled for the College Station Cougars, as the near side line judge now explaining to Coach Tony Pryor. They're going to offset. The extra point is good, and now the Cougars will kick it away back to the Eagles with 8:16 left in the ball game, 56-21. Georgetown Eagles trail at 35 points to the Cougars now.
Looks like they've got a new place kicker too, which is just throwing off my system big time. It's usually 99 who's kicking off the regular kickoffs. He does the PAT, and now it's 31 who does the PATs kicking off.
Oh, giving those kickers. I tell you what, though, you talk about it. We've talked about this, and giving Aaron Guzman opportunities to kick field goals in game-time situations,
right.
Come the playoffs, come the tight situations. And what a job here by Coach Pryor, giving your main kickoff kicker a chance to kick an extra point. What if Stastny gets hurt? A field goal, an extra point. Now what if Gustavo Lopez gets hurt? Now you have another kicker in Stastny, and give him opportunities to practice that in game situations. So you can't blame him. As this Cougar, I tell you what, Kelly, you talk about it. Coach said it's the best team we'll play. They are a great team.
They are.
Very athletic, and they run this offense very well. Stastny approaches, and he'll boot it away. It'll be fielded over the head of Gavin Callaway. He pulls his hands down, the matrix move at the last second, lets it go into the end zone for the touchback. So the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, Wally, you know, after this is the kind of game that you can't, coaches will talk about this in the aftermath of a game like this. You can't let this game beat you twice.
Thank you. I was about to say that.
Yeah, you just, man, I'd burn this game film and move on.
Pete pettered off to the left side of Boris. He'll hand it off. Nope, throw out into the flat. Cody Hall, you back up at the 32. And he's spun around and thrown down to the ground. That'll be a gain of 7 yards up to the 32-yard line. They'll bring up 2nd and 3 for the Eagles. Fourth quarter brought to you by the Eaton Corporation, powering business worldwide. Eaton Corporation says, go Eagles. Eaton Corporation, proud sponsors of First Responder Broadcasting and Georgetown Eagle football. We appreciate each and every one of those sponsors here for tonight's ball game. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Petter to the right of Boris, near side hash mark. Shotgun snap back, handed off to Petter left side. Nope, Boris pulls it. He runs down. How about a penalty there? They hit the quarterback who's sliding, and there's the late flag from the referee, who should not have had to throw that flag, but it's a right flag. As soon as he gives himself up, you can't touch him, and the Cougar defender did.
Yeah, and that's, you had a referee standing right there.
And that's on Tony Hamilton. Coach Pryor not happy with it, but it's the right call, and the referee's going to come talk to Pryor. Once the quarterback gives himself up like that, you can't touch him. You have to make and it may be magical at some point, but he had an opportunity to miss Boris, and he hit Boris. And you're right, Kelly, there was an official right there who didn't call it, and the referee threw it from about 20 yards back. And so the Eagles are beneficiaries of that call. It's now 1st and 10. DeVoll from Morrow first down inside Cougar territory now with 7:35 left here in the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 42 of College Station. The clock will now run. Boris has 2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter in the backfield behind him. Weisheimer moves to the left end of the line. Snap back, turn around, hand it to Petter, back to Boris. Now pressure being applied. Boris is going to have to throw it away, and does. It's incomplete, out of bounds. Cougars covered that one well, but the pressure on the line didn't allow anything to happen there.
Have seen it all night, and in that circumstance, your receivers have to come back and help your quarterback out when he starts to leave the pocket. But no place to go with the football. Great coverage by College Station, so smart play, just throwing it away.
2nd and 10 from the 42 of the Cougars. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Petter to the left of Boris. Near side hash mark. Shotgun snap back to Noah. He's looking long, looking left. Pressured. He's going to scramble for his life. Fakes the throw. Now throws it up, but throws it out of bounds. And a nice shot into the kicking net. So the incompletion brings up 3rd and 10. A great job by Boris to escape the pressure and get out of the pocket. And be able to get rid of it, not take a sack.
He hasn't run this far probably all season, running for his life from this Cougar defense.
The more and more you talk about it, the more and more impressive it is. The three linemen, down linemen for the Cougars in Harwell, DeGear, and Keller. Morris slings it out into the right flat. The catch made by Espinoza, I believe, and he's taken down, and they strip it away from him. And the far side official didn't even see it until he got up and ran. And they're going to say that he stripped it out of the hands of Espinoza before he was down. So it goes as a fumble.
Yeah.
Fumble.
Nice play there by the Cougars.
It's the third turnover for this Georgetown Eagles offense.
Jaden Bellows, number 11, stripped it away and ran with it. Now the Cougars have it, 1st and 10 at the 21 of Georgetown. 7:02 left here in the ball game. Cade Corcoran, the quarterback, still in there, the second-team quarterback for the Cougars. Has two receivers right, one left. Snap goes back. No penalty flag down. They're just going to reset it.
I think someone blew a whistle pre-snap, and I think that triggered the center. I'm not totally sure what happened there. There's the penalty.
And a flag thrown in a pile. It hits Blint in the helmet. So it is a false start now. And so that'll back the Cougars up. Instead of 1st and 10 at the 21, it'll be 1st and 15 at the 26-yard line of Georgetown.
Michael acted like he was woozy after he got hit in the head with that flag. At least he's got a sense of humor about it.
And you talk about Coach Pryor is coaching full board right now with this team, making a statement statewide. Corcoran hands it off to the running back. He'll break a tackle up to about the 20-yard line. Nice run there by the quarterback, or the running back. Looked like number 24, not 14. 24, Connor Cashin, the running back now. The fourth running back we've seen in there tonight. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 9 now. Handed off to Cashin. He goes left side. He finds an opening. He'll take it inside the 10, inside the 5 before he's tackled there by O.C. Presley and Garrett Lloyd. That'll be 1st and goal for the Cougars. 6.5 minutes on the clock as the official rolls it. Now that the chains are set. 1st and goal inside the 5. Down at the 4.
Lots of starters for College Station on the bench right now, but this offense is still clicking.
Snap back to Corcoran. He'll hand it off to Cashin. And Cashin hit immediately there by Cole Mitchell. He breaks out of it, gets a couple more yards. But Cole Mitchell crashed down and hit Cashin immediately. But he falls forward, 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Clock continues to run, under 6 minutes left here in the ball game. Talk about after a game last week, Kelly, that went so fast. A game tonight that seems to just be dragging on.
I know. It's like watching paint dry now.
Corcoran has Cashin directly behind him, turns around, hands it to him, and he'll go forward off the block. Nice block there by the offensive lineman, number 62, DeAndre Robinson. And number 24, Connor Cashin, barrels into the end zone for the College Station touchdown. 62-21, they lead it now by 41, pending the extra point attempt by Gustavo Lopez. Kelly, to go back to your last comment a little bit earlier, you can't let this loss spiral you into costing you 2 losses.
No, not at all.
And a tough game next week for the Eagles as Gustavo Lopez bangs that one through. 63-21. The Cougars lead it over the Eagles. Quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
Kickoffs are brought to you by Syntax Shirt and Embroidery. At Syntax Shirt and Embroidery, we offer a variety of unique custom clothing and gifts, as well as personalized embroidery for gifts, schools, fundraisers, businesses, and more. Whether you need 1 shirt or 100, there are no minimum order amounts on any custom pieces. Ask about our military discounts. Stop by our shop at 1911 North Austin Avenue, Suite 103, and check out our in-stock Spirit apparel. Visit our website at www.syntexshirt.com, the official outfitter of First Responder Broadcasting.
Back here live inside the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. JMTs provides customized apparel and promotional items to small business, schools, and nonprofits. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. The kickoff by Stastny, near sideline. He kicks it nice and deep. A fair catch, signaled by Callaway. And he'll pick it up, and they'll whistle it dead there. So the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25. 5:42 left here in the ball game. You want to see something out of your offense here. You're down. Keep working on things at this point. You got a tough matchup next week against the Glen Grizzlies. They'll come into Birkelbach, the last home game of the year for the Eagles. And like you said, Kelly, we'll go back to that. You cannot let this loss spiral into 2 or 3 losses to end the season.
Well, and now my concern is a little bit about still having starters out there on our offense, taking a chance on getting these guys hurt in a game that's out of reach right now. But you do still want to work that offense, so you see both sides of it.
Well, Coach Pryor talking to the officials. The signal for the fair catch. Callaway doesn't get a good, clean catch on it. Turns around and picks it up about the 1 or 2 yard line, and the whistle was blown. He was going to take off running. Now they're going to spot the Eagles back. You blew that dead. Coach Griffin's going to have an argument here. Callaway picked it up and realized, hey, I've got to run, and it was blown dead. And so he didn't have a chance to keep running. That was a quick whistle on a bad call. You're gonna now Georgetown's gonna get punished by this one.
Well, if you blow it dead, then the fair catch counts. It should come out to the 25-yard line.
And I think that's what Coach Griffin is probably arguing with the ref right now. The referee who's across the way talking to Coach Griffin about the 15-yard line. Yeah. Because Callaway picked it up, realizing he had waited for a fair catch. He mishandled it. He picked it up and started to run, and multiple whistles were blown.
Yeah, so with a fair catch, if you muff it outside of the end zone, you have to take it back. If it's in the end zone, you can still knee and get a touchback. But he was at the 1, so he had no opportunity, and obviously blown whistle, dead play.
Now the whole collection of zebras will meet at the 7-yard line, Kelly. Something you don't normally see. You'll have a few of the umpiring crew meet and talk. This was all of them down there now.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure it out. That inadvertent whistle or quick whistle shouldn't punish Georgetown back to the 2-yard line. I wouldn't think. That'll be an interesting conversation to ask Coach Griffin, as he had already spoke to the referee now.
Yeah, because he was going to run with the ball. You can't.
And Coach Griffin still talks to one of the officials on the far side about the 12-yard line. That, hey, you blew the whistle. He picked it up and took motion to take off running, knowing he had dropped it. Coach Griffin is not happy there on the far sideline. And the Eagles are going to have it now, 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
They're still talking.
In the backfield, Noah Morris and Andrew Petter. 1 receiver left, 2 right. The Eagles in a tight spot here, deep in their own territory. But what you talked about, Kelly, you're talking about, we want to see that fair catch and just take it at the 25, but then Callaway drops that, and so a costly mistake for the Eagles has them 1st and 10 at their own 2. Quick pass out to Warren. He spins out away from a tackle and gets out past the 10 to 11-yard line. A nice play on 1st down, brings up 2nd and 1 now for the Eagles.
Yeah, and all you can do now is just keep running your offense. See what you can do. Stay in bounds. Keep the clock running.
5:37 left on the clock as it stops with Warren going out of bounds at the 11. The Eagles have it 2nd and 1. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Petter to the left of Boris. Near side hash mark. Shotgun formation. Now move the tight end Mylock to the left side. Shotgun snap back. Low snap. Boris gets it. He's going to throw it up. He's got a receiver, and it's overshot over the head of Ivan Espinoza for the incompletion. Espinoza comes up holding on to one of his wrists across the way, Kelly. Hopefully Ivan is okay. Now it brings up 3rd and 2 for the Eagles.
Yeah, and coach sent in a substitute for him.
And Sedgwick came in for him.
So Davin Sedgwick on the far side. Xavier Warren near side. 3rd and 1 from the 11. Handed off to Petter, and he finds a hole up past the 12, the 15. And then he'll drag a tackler forward for Morrow, 1st down. Number 16, Thomas Herring on the tackle for the Cougars. And the clock continues to run here. 5:15 left in the ball game. 63-21. The Cougars lead your Eagles. Now a wildcat formation. Penner in the backfield. He'll get the snap back. Makes the handoff. No, it's Boris. He kicks it out to Gavin Calloway. He spins to the outside. He's taken down hard there on the far side, right at the 20-yard line. Nice tackle made there by the Cougars.
Wally, this Cougar team tackles so well. It is impressive.
You're starting to get multiple players in on the depth chart out there on the coverage. And they're doing it doesn't seem to be a fall off, Kelly. You seem good tackling across the board, no matter who's on the field for these Cougars. 2nd and 7. Georgetown has it. 4:20 left on the clock. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter to the left of Boris. Far side hash mark. Man in motion. Snap back to Boris. He'll hand it off to Petter. Right side. He'll carry forward. Nice run here for Petter. And he'll get all the way forward to about the 28-yard line. Make it the 29. That'll be enough for another borrow for Morrow first down.
I think it was Hollybeck actually on that one.
Was that Hollybeck? It was Hollybeck. Nice run there by Cody.
It's only his 2nd carry all game.
Hollybeck's made several catches on the night, but 2 carries now.
Yeah, 16 catches to be exact, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. They've really kind of emphasized him all season long, but especially in this game as the wide receiver 1, as a kind of running back receiver hybrid.
1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 29. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Empty backfield for Boris. Shotgun snap back on the far hash mark. Swing pass out to Gavin Calloway. He drops at about the 34-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. So a lot of that tonight, Kelly, out of this offense that you're just not used to seeing.
Right.
Drop balls, passes in the hands, in the gut. Hollybeck had dropped 1. Espinoza dropped 1 or 2. Now Gavin Calloway. It's just a lot of little mistakes here and there that this Cougar team will make you pay for.
Yes, and they have all night. They have taken advantage of just about every mistake that Georgetown has made and put points on the board.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Now a man in motion out of the slot is Calloway to the left side. Snap back. Boris will swing it out to Calloway. He catches it at the 25, up past the 30, and taken down there. Nice tackle by number 20. That's William Bradford. He'll get all the way to the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 3 and brings up 3rd and 7 now for the Eagles. Clock continues to run. 3:15 in the ball game.
Heard something back there. I didn't know what was going on.
College Station will improve to 7-1 on the year, 5-0 in district, and they will go into a big game next week on the road at A&M Consolidated across town. That will be one to watch to see how things go in this district now after this result tonight. Calloway back in motion, snap to Boris. He'll hand it off to Petter near side. He'll run forward up past the 35 to about the 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 4 yards, and that'll bring up a 4th down for the Eagles. And now Coach Griffin will run the punt team out there. 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game.
That was actually Hollybeck on the carry.
Looks like maybe Petter had come out on this series. Maybe like you were talking about, Kelly, though, get some of your starters out of there. And don't let people get hurt now at this point.
Something that's very, very telling for this offense is Boris has attempted 52 passes and is averaging 4.7 yards per attempt. Everything is short, underneath game. They've attempted some long bombs, had some people open, couldn't connect.
Brady Mann back to punt, and it is blocked. And the Cougars block it and recover it. Nice pressure up the middle, give credit. Number 25, that is Malik Cotton. And unable to get the punt away. The Cougars block it. And with 2:04 remaining in the ballgame, they have it 1st and 10 at the Georgetown 24.
Kind of surprising pressure on that punt.
Dave texted up here earlier about this. Coach Pryor trying to make a statement. This will tell me a lot about Coach Pryor, the statement he's trying to make if he tries to push this in the end zone with 2 minutes left in the ballgame, up 42. Corcoran back in at quarterback. He'll turn around, hand it off to number 27. He'll be taken down at the 20-yard line. The carry there by Kyrent Young. 5th running back we've seen in the backfield tonight for the Cougars. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Cougars at the 20. 1:45 on the clock. The clock continues to run.
I've got to say, I am impressed by Boston Johnson's tackling. He had the big stick at the goal line, at the 1-yard line for the 2-yard loss. One man there, made the tackle. He's played well.
Terrence Young will get the handoff to the right side. He dances forward to the 15, and then he's tackled by 3 or 4 Eagles there. Aaron Gill on the tackle, along with 2 or 3 other Eagle defenders. Now Michael Valenta will come out. There comes Luke Butch on the defensive line for the Eagles. Nope, making number 56. That's going to be Jaden Rivas out to replace Valenta on the defensive line. 3rd and short, maybe a half a yard for the Cougars. 55 seconds left in the ball game. Now the Cougars break the huddle. 10 seconds remaining on the down clock. Snap back, handed off to Terrence Young. He runs to the right side. He'll be slammed down at the 6-yard line. The ball comes out. They'll say he was down by contact. So it'll be a 1st and goal for the Cougars inside the 10-yard line down to the 6.
Boy, I know it's a direct result of this score differential, but man, this clock is going slow.
And now this will say a lot here. And Coach Pryor's going to call it off. You don't have to. We'll see if they do here, and it looks like they are not going to signal another play in. They're going to call it a ball game. 63-21, College Station puts it on your Georgetown Eagles and wins it by 42. Georgetown falls to 5-3 on the year, 4-1 in district. Still great things for this team. Some things to work on. Coach talks about that all the time, Kelly. When you have a good win and still have things to work on, that's a good sign. Tonight, the Eagles have some more things that they can work on and focus on as they get ready for another tough matchup next week back home in Birkelbach against the Glen Grizzlies. Let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. Georgetown Eagle football continues in a moment.
If your car, RV, or heavy equipment needs glass to be replaced, Pro Glass can get the job done in no time. Windshield chip repairs in under 30 minutes, no appointment necessary. Our local family-owned business stands behind its work with a limited lifetime warranty for as long as you own your car. Ask about our senior discounts. Pro Glass of Georgetown, located at 2303 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown. We are the Central Texas choice for RV, heavy equipment, and auto glass since 1998.
Back here, College Station High School at Cougar Stadium. Georgetown falls to the Cougars 63-21. I tell you what, Kelly, we can say it over and over. Coach Tony Pryor has a great football team here.
He does.
And that team made a statement tonight against another undefeated opponent in district in the Georgetown Eagles. Now Georgetown has to kind of circle the wagons, get things righted back on the ship before Friday night. You've got a Glen Grizzly team that wants to come into Birkelbach and play a role of continuing to kind of pay off and punish the Georgetown Eagles right now. You catch them in a slump. Do you take advantage of that? And the Grizzlies have nothing to lose at this point. So they're going to be coming in ready to roll in that game next Friday night. So the Eagles are going to have to kind of recover from this and prepare for next Friday.
Yeah, Wally, I was, on the trip up here getting ready for this game, we were having a conversation, and we both realized that Georgetown was going to be an underdog in this game. I did not see this coming. I thought it may be a double-digit win for College Station, but I am surprised by the complete dominance that College Station showed tonight. And it's like you said, and we were talking a little bit earlier, you got to put this one past you and do it fast.
And this team will head back to Georgetown tonight, and they will hit it hard again. Tomorrow they'll go through their treatments, but Monday morning they'll be back on the field getting ready because the Glen Grizzlies will come in with nothing to lose.
Right.
And this team has still a lot to look forward to in this season. They're 4-1 in district. It's a first loss to a great football team. But you still have two games to play and 2 big games to play. The Glen Grizzlies will not roll over and lay down against you. They put up 19 points against this Cougar team last week. They do run a version of the slot T offense. It'll be something for this team to be prepared for.
Yep.
Holden, some of the numbers there, you're talking about Hollyback. He had a good night receiving. He earned a lot of those yards in a punishing way.
Yeah, Hollyback was really the only bright spot on this offense, really. 16 catches, 167 yards, and 2 touchdowns. They really, pretty much every throw was a short underneath, a curl route with the DBs playing off coverage. And so that we saw that in the yards per attempt, 4.7 yards an attempt for Boris on 52 passes. So, again, they threw deep passes, and the passes were there. They just could not connect, especially with Xavier Warren. We saw 2 post routes, had him in one-on-one coverage, and one had a step both times. Just couldn't exactly get that right. So are you going to look in practice for them to kind of clean that up, execute a little better on the touch with these deep balls, and then we might see this offense kind of turn it up a notch next week.
We appreciate all of our sponsors, the Pro Glass post-game wrap-up. Pro Glass, one of the great sponsors, Shane and his wife Chastity Pope. We appreciate them and all our sponsors. I tell you what, we can't thank them enough. But a tough road loss tonight. The Eagles will have to recover from this one, come back ready to play Birkelbach Field next Friday night. The Glen Grizzlies will come in ready and hungry to pull an upset, to take one of the top teams down in the district, and Georgetown will have to be ready for that fight. What we look for in the next week, Tuesday night, we'll be on the road at Bastrop to bring you Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball. I should have checked that stat to see tonight. They played at home against Eastview tonight. An opportunity to wrap up a guarantee in the top 2 seedings in the district as they are tied with Hendrickson right now. Wednesday night, we'll have the coaches show live at Mesquite Creek Outfitters, and then Friday night, we'll be back home, hopefully in the friendly confines of Birkelbach Field, to take on the Glen Grizzlies. A rough night here on the road at College Station. 63-21, the Eagles fall to the College Station Cougars. The Cougars improved to 5-0 in district. The Eagles dropped to 4-1. To our producer, Jerry and Harmon, for making it all work. To Dave England, Holden, Tuma, Kelly DeVoll, to Jory for running the camera for us. Thanks so much for joining us tonight live here on the SHN Sports Network. First Responder Broadcasting proudly brings you Georgetown Eagle football. Thanks for joining us tonight. Remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good weekend, everybody.